What is up, you guys? Gamer Life Studio here, back at it with another off the top video. And before we get started, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone that is out there. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself, your family, your loved ones. I certainly have. Trust me, I have, because like again, I posted this up, I think it was like last week, before Thanksgiving. I said, man, let me just start setting this stuff up. It literally took me 3 days to do. But I spent some money, donate some stuff, got rid of some stuff, clean up some stuff, right? And now it's looking pretty damn good with my setup. Oh, I loved it. I said, you know what? It's time for something new, something fresh. So I did this setup. And like again, it took me a while. I think it took more than 3 days actually. I kind of prepped for 2 days, like just kind of like clearing off like all the table, the wirings, all the old stuff off, wiping it all down, and then it took me like 3 days when I had my vacation to do like each piece at a time. Brought a few things and stuff, donated some things, right? Got rid of some stuff. And now I'm at the place where I'm like, it's really is a solid, good setup. Everything is perfect. 27 inches, my PC, all my gaming stuff and my gear. I did a pretty good job. Again, shout out to Six and Great Guardian stopping by and stuff. It does look fire. I'm excited because this is gonna be ready for me for 2026 coming up. Because it's right around the corner. I mean, we're already in November. Boom. Next thing you know, we already entering into December and we're going into 2026. So this is going to be a very interesting year for 2026. Very interesting. So we're going to definitely keep an eye out on a lot of things. Next gen consoles, right? Games coming out and stuff. It's going to be a very, very interesting year for sure. So I hope you guys are ready for that. But like again, I spent some time with the family. Got my sister came down, right? Got my mom, my sister, and me. We all hanged out and stuff. We ate some food, made some food and stuff. It was good. It was really good. And then after that, I said, man, I'm ready to just chill and everything. So I just kind of like did my setup, and so I could just chill in my room, nice and comfy. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim lately with mods. I've been using Wabajack, downloading some of these mod lists and stuff like that, and I've been enjoying myself playing it. It's been a really good time, and I'm still continuing to play it right now. So, there's that. But with all that being said and done, we're back here, baby. We're doing another off the top video. We got a lot of things to go over and talk about and discuss. So yeah, so buckle up. It's going to be a very, very long one here. So again, if you do guys enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into the video itself. Because again, we are here with a news article story that Xbox developers are reportedly thrilled to release their games on PS5. Now, a lot of these, how would you say it? These fraudulent gamers, are trying to spin it and make it seem like this is a bad thing for Xbox. You know how it is. It's like bad Xbox, PlayStation good, kind of bullshit mentality. But I don't see nothing wrong about this at all. They're gonna be, I mean, it's obviously that, we can see that, Xbox games that's been porting games over there to the PS5 is selling extremely fucking well, right? Forza Horizon 5 is one of those examples, right? And we got, games like, Doom the Dark Ages, right? That was selling extremely well. There's plenty of other games that's been selling extremely well on there. Even Sea of Thieves was selling extremely well. Selling very well. So, it's no surprise here that, again, Xbox developers are reportedly thrilled to release games on PS5, which is good. And they're going to sell and make money and continuing to make our sequels in our platform. You know what platform it is? It's Xbox platform. Like, again, I'm an Xbox fan. Not a fanboy, but I like more Xbox games than PlayStation. It is what it is. Again, I give PlayStation some credit with some games here and there, but at the end of the day, I will much rather pick up an Xbox game than a PlayStation game, because PlayStation games are not making games for me to pick up. I'm sorry, they're just not. All their games been boring, been the same generic stuff, and their lackluster sequels that been coming out, it is failing and is not living up to expectations. Not just my quality, but it's also dealing with gameplay mechanics, storytelling that's not even that good, right? Ghost of Yotei is one of those things. You know, the game could be good, but then the story is fucking terrible, you know, right? And it's just like, I don't know what's going on with PlayStation, but PlayStation is definitely is in a very, very rough spot right now, and it's going to be making it's going to be even harder going into next generation as well, right? But we're getting a little bit too far ahead. But I don't know why people are saying this is a bad thing. This is a good thing, right? They're putting games over there, they're making money, they're selling extremely well. Because I remember once upon a time ago that you know Xbox and their so-called games, that a lot of these PlayStation pony or these pony bots, whatever, they were saying like, oh, the games are not good, they're trash, they're this and that, blah blah blah, right? But truth be told, I mean, like, shit, let's go right here, best selling, right? Best selling right here. Look at this. Truth be told, there's an Xbox game right there, there's another one right there, there's another one right there. So it seems like Xbox games are doing extremely well. They're doing fine. They're selling. They're making money. Forza Horizon 5, that's a 4-year-old game and it's still making money. It's surprisingly Expedition 33, even though that's not an Xbox game, but Xbox has promoted and backed it up. Claire Skur Expedition 33, and now it's going to be making it into the Game of the Year awards. Yeah, of course, because it actually, Xbox says, look, just put it on Game Pass. We'll give you money, we'll back you up, and we'll promote you, and you can sell it across on all platforms. And guess what? It sold well. It did way more successful than a certain game called from PlayStation was... What was that game for Shift Up? What was that game was? Oh, wait. It's coming back to me. Oh, wait, it's Stellar Blade. Oh, yeah, that's... Stellar Blade only sold 1 million copies, and Expedition 33 sold 3.3 million copies across on all platforms, and now it's making it into the Game of the Year awards. It's funny how we don't see Stellar Blade making it into the Game of the Year awards that well, but I digress. I mean, that's supposedly a PlayStation quality title game, but it hasn't made it into the Game of the Year award. But Expedition 33 did, and who backed it up? Oh wait, that was Xbox. Xbox did that, not PlayStation. Okay? So, there's that. But let's get into Dreamcastguy, and let's go debunk some of his garbage that he be saying and stuff like that. So let's kind of skip through the fluff right here, because he be just talking some nonsense right here. So let's get down to some real business here, okay? Because I really don't care what this man has to say and stuff. It just sounds really corny and cheesy. So let's go into the meat and potatoes.
Down to business. Why is it that developers are thrilled to be bringing their games to the PlayStation 5? Why is this that it feels like such a big pivot where it's not just extra dev time, it's not just extra money. A lot of people are taking it in this singular direction, right? I'm sure PlayStation users actually buy games and do not require subscription services.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm sure they are. PlayStation users actually buy games and not... No, that's false. Because, like, again, if that was the case, right, and all this stuff, because they sit there and say, oh, well, PlayStation don't buy their games and stuff, well, PlayStation buy their games and stuff like that, blah, blah. Like, look, man, they are struggling. They are struggling. Like, we can go on here, right, and I'm gonna just tell you like this right now. Ghost of Yotei only did 3.3 million copies. 3.3 million copies out of 84 million console sales. You know how many sales that Forza Horizon 5 did across on PC and Xbox? 30 million. 30 million versus 3.3 million. Which one is better? 3.3 million is like almost the same level as Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is a AA game. This one is a AA game. This one is a AAA racing game that did 30 million. And probably did another 10 million on PlayStation. And then this one right here just got started and it only sold 3.3 million? That's pretty sad and pathetic. And they're getting their ass beat by this game right here, Where the Winds Meet. And that is fucking free. Not $70. He said right here, he said, "Oh, I am sure they are. You PlayStation user actually buy games and not rely on subscription services for them." You are relying on subscription service because you know why? Guess what PlayStation relies on? They don't rely on their, first party fucking games to be selling well, because this shit is a fucking joke. You know what PlayStation really making their money? These games right here. Okay? And 2K26, you need a subscription service online just to play online with your friends. You need that, you need this, you need that. They're making money on online to get access to your games. Arc Raiders is one of them too. Oh yeah, the Arc Raiders, Madden 26, Call of Duty, FIFA. Free to plays are free. And 2K26, right? Battlefield 6, that's online multiplayer. PlayStation is getting money by basically putting it behind a paywall, right? It's the same thing for Xbox Live as well, or Xbox whatever that they do over there, right? When you want to play online with your friends, you gotta pay what, like $10, right? Some can be as low as $10 or whatever, how much in the year. But PlayStation is making money off of that more than they are making money off of this little wimpy ass game. They want these games to sell well and do well. They want this game to sell like a Forza Horizon 5 to make 30 million copies on their own platform, but they're not even doing it. This is a AAA game. Expedition is a AA game. This AA game on all platforms did 3.3 million and probably then some. That's a success. That's a AA game. That's a new studio that made this game, and it feels like a AAA product. Here is a AAA game and a AAA product, and is only selling 3.3 million out of how many PlayStation console sales out there? 84? That's not good. That's a failure, and it's supposed to be a AAA game. And I bet you Where the Winds Meet got more players playing this game than Ghost of Yote. I'm willing to bet on that. It's crazy.
For them, finally, people will buy our games. Look at this. Games will actually sell. Now, people have gotten mad at me in the past because I will always go on the record to say Xbox gamers do not buy games. I mean, the data shows
Xbox gamers do not buy games. Really? Okay.
that. People always get pissed when I say it. Xbox gamers do not buy games. There's always some guy in the comments going, I'm an Xbox gamer and I've bought 12 games. Okay, you are an extremely tiny group. The amount of people buying it provably is so teeny tiny. So
let's go debunk that, okay? There's no secret that no matter what platform you're on, no matter if you're on Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox, everybody has an opportunity to buy and play their games, right? For example, right? You could take me for example, right? I have Game Pass, right? I got access to all of these games and I could download it and play it at any given time, right? And you can see right here in my library, I have also downloaded games, right? I got Outer Worlds 2, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, which I'm currently playing, Starfield, Stalker 2, right? Forza Horizon 5, Dirt 5, Battlefield 6. You know, I'm playing these games and I brought some of these games, right? So let's do like this, like the games that I own. right? That I purchased, right? This is what I own. Look at all the games right here that I have brought. Okay? I brought these games, okay? I brought them, I paid for it, and I'm enjoying it, right? You know what's the crazy part is? Let's take it one step further here, right? All these Game Pass games, right, that your guys be saying, you know, whatever, right? You know, we got access to it, but I do, right? And I quote, I do, you know, right, go on here and I do buy my games. Like, again, Forza Horizon 4, right? It used to be on Game Pass. They delisted it, but before it got delisted, I brought all of the DLC and the card packs. So I did buy this game, right? There's many games on this list that I have brought. I mean, look at all the games that I brought. You know, do I have to say anymore? Let's do release date. Look at this. This one right here I brought Battlefield 6, right? 2024, right? Stalker 2 I brought this game right here, Marvel vs. Capcom, right? Nobody Wants to Die, Old School Rally, Tekken 8, Liza P, Starfield, System Shock, Hogwarts Legacy, Capcom Fighting Collection, Shredders. That used to be on Game Pass and I purchased it again. Elden Ring. Hot Wheels Unleashed. That used to be on Game Pass. I purchased it here. Zombie Army 4. That used to be on Game Pass. I think it still is. But again, who knows how long that's going to last. But again, I got it. Already got it. Forza Horizon 4. Right? Deathloop. Right? Cyberpunk. Outer Worlds, right? We got Outer Worlds 2. I'm currently playing Outer Worlds 2 on Game Pass, and most likely when it comes on sale, I'm going to be purchasing it right along here. Not a problem. Mafia the Definitive Edition, Mafia 2, Borderlands 3, Master Chief Collection, Metro Exodus, Dirt Rally 2.0, Age of Empires 1 and 2, Do I have to say anymore? Like, it seems to me I have got Game Pass and I still purchase games too. So what seems to be the problem here?
So these games go into PlayStation. Yes, they're going to sell, but I almost think that the real excitement from a lot of gotten mad at me in the past because I will always go on the record to say Xbox gamers do not buy games.
Do I have to say anymore? Like, do you not see this? Helldivers 2, which is a... Oh, wait. That was a PlayStation exclusive that is also going to be... What? Oh, wait. I forgot. PlayStation is not exclusive anymore. They're third party as well because they got PlayStation games for PC. Do you not see, like, this is their official website? And guess what? That you see, right? Oh, wait, that's Helldivers 2. On PC, that's also made its way through where? Oh, wait, that was on Xbox. And let's read this together. Helldivers 2 is doing extremely well, thanks in part to attracting new users on Xbox. Let's hear the Sony CFO, right? Not Xbox, not Nintendo, Sony, that is giving credit where credit is due towards Xbox and their player base and the fan base over there. Let's go read what she had to say about Helldivers 2 going to Xbox. How is it doing over there? That is a PlayStation exclusive. Okay? Helldivers 2, which was also released for Xbox in August of this year, is doing extremely well. It's doing extremely well. That means that people on the Xbox platform that they are buying their games and they're playing it too. Oh my god. And what he said? He said what?
Actually in the past, because I will always go on the record to say Xbox gamers do not buy games.
Well, that wasn't what the CFO at Sony is giving credit where credit's due towards the Xbox player base over there, and also letting them know, hey, you guys, you are selling this game extremely well. Oh, by the way, not only attracting new users on the Xbox, but we also see an increasement in engagement. Wait. That's PlayStation new word. Remember that? Player engagement, we want to engage our audiences, right? We want to increase, player engagement. We want to increase that. Sony said that shit in their fucking meeting or whatever the fuck they had, right? Their little whatever their earnings call meeting, their video conference call, whatever the fuck they had. Right? They even said, like, look, man, we're going after we're kind of taking consoles at the back seat, and we want to focus on player engagement. Oh, so the Sony CFO said to the Xbox players, saying, hey, you guys, we also seeing an increased engagement from existing users on PS5 and PC. This results in a significant increase in sales of the title year on year. Oh. So that means it sounds like PlayStation is going to be continuing to be porting their games over to the Xbox platform, because they also say that it is selling extremely well, and not only that, it's attracting new users on Xbox, but also seeing an increased engagement from existing users from the PS5 and PC. Oh, wow. And he has the nerve to say, oh, Xbox gamers don't buy games. Why are you making that face for? It doesn't make any sense. Why are you making that face for? Because you know you was fucking wrong. You see, this is why I don't listen to clowns like him. This is exactly why I stopped listening to fucking clowns like him. And he doesn't realize that, again, you can see it right here, that PlayStation games for PC explore the range of acclaimed titles from PlayStation Studios, now available to enjoy on PC via Steam and Epic Games Store. And we just had a story that they was supposedly going to be taking games away from the PC storefront and stuff like that. They're not going to do that. They're there to do what? They need to make money. These are corporations that we're talking about. Xbox is a corporation. Nintendo's a corporation. And so is PlayStation. All these motherfuckers are corporations. They're there to do what? Their job is to make fucking money. You think this is going to stop them and slow down? What the fuck are we doing, man? Look at this. This is their official fucking page right here. Look. Like they're going third party too. It's not just like, oh, well, it's just only Xbox. Xbox is fully third party. How the fuck are they, they're the only ones, and PlayStation is following along with them too. Buy it on Steam, buy it on Epic. Do you see a PlayStation Store button right here? Where's the PlayStation Store button? I don't see a PlayStation logo button right here for PC. This is all on PC. I don't see PlayStation Store. Here, buy it in our console. And let's not forget, Dreamcastguy. I forgot to tell this to you in your face, but let's not forget, who carry Helldivers 2? Who carries Helldivers 2? You think PlayStation carry Helldivers 2? No. PlayStation didn't carry Helldivers 2. Who carried Helldivers 2? It's certainly not Xbox. You know who carries Helldivers 2? You know who carries it? Fucking PC players. PC gamers carry Helldivers 2. Credit where credit is due. Right? Gotta get credit where credit is due. They're the ones who's carrying it. Right? Because we could go right here too. Helldivers 2 concurrent Steam players count is now higher than all other PlayStation PC launches combined. You know what this means? You know what this means, right? If you don't know what this means, here, I'll show you real quick. You see all this right here? Each and every one of them, most of these games is already on PC, right? If we take the ones that is mostly already on PC and you combine all of them, guess what? It's not beating Helldivers 2. It ain't outstomping Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is breaking records in terms of player numbers. Oh yeah, and by the way, let's go back to that quote that she was just saying about Xbox, and also seeing an increased engagement from existing user on PS5 and also on what again? PC. And they're porting their games over to where again? Oh yeah, on PlayStation games for PC. Oh. It surely seems like PlayStation is fucking third party. Okay? And I know this ain't a Nintendo channel, but I'm just gonna let you Nintendo fanboys know that your time is gonna be coming up very soon. Because you know why? Because guess what? If you look at what Nintendo's fucking doing, guess what they're doing? They're no different than fucking Sony PlayStation porting games over to PC. And now they're porting games over to Xbox. Guess what Nintendo's been doing? They've been porting fucking mobile games onto where? They've been porting their little fucking Nintendo Switch games onto mobile. They're doing that. Like Mario Kart. Right? Pokemon. Right? You know why they're doing it? It's because that, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a kid outside, whether they're 10 years old, 12 years old, 9 years old? Do you see them walking around outside or whatever, playing outside in the corner, playing on their Nintendo Switch 2? Do you see them like that? I tell you one thing, for me, personally, I don't even see not one kid holding or walking down the street with a Nintendo Switch 2 in their hands. I don't even see that. You know what I do see from like these little kids and stuff like that? You know what I do see? Phones and fucking tablets. And you know what they're trying to do. You know what Nintendo's trying to do, right? You know what competition they're in? They're not in competition with not just, with Sony and PlayStation, not just Sony, PlayStation, and Xbox and PC. You know who they're in competition with? With fucking Disney. Because Disney is a fucking failure. With their Marvel movies is going to shits. Right? That's why you see a lot of those Marvel movies like this, or Marvel games ain't doing so well. Because their movies is going down the shits. Which, when the movies goes down, the morale goes down. Right? And when that goes down, and then when they see oh look, Spider-Man 2, they don't even want to pick up Spider-Man 2. They don't even want to play Miles Morales. Because they know that out there, they're not getting a good, Spider-Man movie. They're not getting good movies and TV shows for it. They're all fucking DEI garbage slop. It brings the morale down. And that's why a lot of people are just like, you know what? I just don't care about Spider-Man. But then, there's free-to-play games like Marvel Rivals, right? That putting all these Marvel characters and stuff like that and putting all these other characters. And that's a fun game to play. But then they go over there and say, well, how come Spider-Man 2 ain't doing the same amount of numbers like Marvel Rivals? Well, it's not just the word is free, but it's also dealing with the fact that the story in Spider-Man 2 is fucking garbage. It's garbage. Great open world, garbage ass story. Because you know why? There's supposed to be Venom in here. You don't even get to play as Venom at the end of the fucking game. And you got these Mary Jane missions. You got DEI slot fucking side missions like, oh, you know, Spider-Man found this lost little boy from high school and he needs to reunite with his gay friend, you know, in the... Spider-Man don't got fucking time for that. Spider-Man is out there to save the world, not fucking trying to find this boy and then try to reunite with him and get them to go to prom together. Get this boy and this other boy to kind of axe each other out to go to prom together. What? Spider-Man ain't got time for that shit. These people are in danger. People are getting killed left and right. People are getting fucking hurt. That's why when I pick up a Spider-Man game, I'm there for those type of missions, not for those type of woke garbage missions. Say as you will, I don't give a fuck. I'm just speaking my mind because it's fucking true. Nobody's there to pick up that type of garbage. It's the same thing for Ghost of Yotei. 3.3 million copies doesn't sound fucking good. It's terrible. Fuck, man. And then he's sitting here acting like, oh, you know, well, Xbox don't buy it. Look, let me tell you something. PlayStation gamers are buying more third-party games than your first-party studio titles, and now they're buying more Xbox games than even your first-party titles. That is bad. Do I have to say these numbers again? The Expedition 33 should be a AA game, but it's getting treated like a AAA title game, and that sells only 3.3 million copies. This is a new game, new IP. And look at this. This used to be back on the top chart. Now it's coming back again. And it's going to be winning game of the fucking year. I can already tell. I could be wrong, but look, most likely I think they got this shit in the bag. Right? But that doesn't matter because at the end of the day, their budget wasn't fucking high. So their game was successful. It sold on all platforms and it went to Xbox Game Pass. That was it. This game over here is 4 years old. This game has sold 30 million fucking copies. 30 million copies. They put it on PlayStation 5, it probably is going to make another 10 million, another 20 million more copies. So that's between 40 to 50 million more copies. Ghost of Yotei, we're kicking things off, and it's only sold 3.3 million copies. And this is a AAA game. This is brand new. This came out in October. We're at November going into December, and it's still at 3.3 million copies. My God. My God. Sweet Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on, bro? What is going on with PlayStation? I have not a fucking clue.
I mean, the data shows that. People always get pissed when I say it. Xbox gamers do not buy games. There's always some guy in the comments.
And PlayStation gamers are buying more third-party games and Xbox games over your little PlayStation first-party titles, which is a fact. And we can see them going into third party too. Okay. And like I said before, the Nintendo is going down that same fucking route. They're already Nintendo's putting games on mobile to get after the kids and phones and tablets and shit. Right? They're expanding into the movies and TV show business. We got Zelda live action on the way. They already did a Mario whatever movie that came out not that long ago, right? Like a couple of years ago back. That was really successful. They're making a Mario Galaxy fucking movie, right? So they got movies in the pipeline for their stuff. They're trying to compete in what? Look at the bigger picture. They're trying to be like Disney. They're positioning themselves. Nintendo is putting themselves in a position to be like Disney, right? Ain't they open up their theme park in Universal, which is Mario Land? You know, Mario World, right? You know, got the little Mario Land and all that stuff, right? So they're expanding into theme parks, right? They got a museum. They got fucking they're making video games and stuff, right? They switched. They got their handheld. They're expanding outside of their stuff, right? Their games into the mobile market, phones and tablets, because most of the kids, what? Walking down the street into the schools, phones and tablets. They're not holding gaming handheld devices. Maybe like you might catch a rare kid at school might bring like a gaming PC handheld, right? Very rarely you're gonna see kids like holding, bringing to school at a fucking Nintendo Switch. Especially little kids, like little kids. Very rare you're gonna see them bringing a Nintendo Switch to fucking school. They really don't. Most of those kids got phones and tablets that they're playing on. And most of these parents are not giving their kids a Nintendo Switch 2 because it's too damn expensive and they're gonna break the damn shit. Right? Nintendo Switch is not built well. It's built on a piece of paper. One little drop, one little thing can crack the whole fucking thing open. So you think they're gonna give it to their kids? No, because again, that console, that Nintendo Switch console is not built well. It's not built to last. It's not built to withstand for kids. So what are these parents are giving their kids to play games on or play their little Mario Kart or whatever game? They're giving them phones and tablets. And what are they playing? Most likely they're not playing Mario games and Pokemon games. They're playing what? Fortnite, Call of Duty Mobile. Hello? What the fuck? Do you not realize Candy Crush? Who owns Candy Crush and Call of Duty Mobile? That's Xbox. And Nintendo trying to tap in that market too. They're going to be just as much going into third party very fucking soon. You watch and see. And all those Nintendo fanboys is going to get mad at me. You're like, don't get mad at me. It's fucking true. Because even their lineup right now is lackluster. Oh, but Donkey Kong Bonanza. But guess what? Not their flagship Mario game is not making Game of the Year cut. Right? Their little Mario Kart Game of the Year game. Right? It didn't even get nominated. We're talking about Donkey Kong Bonanza. Calm yourself down. And then Metroid Prime 4 looks like a fucking another disaster. It's crazy, man. Nintendo is not doing good at all either. Shit, man. And I got people at the job that has Nintendo Switch. I got one friend at the job. He has a Nintendo Switch. And he told me that, shit, I have a Switch, but there's no really games for me to play. There's not even a game. I don't even really fuck with it all that much at all. Buying devices that are like $300 or something, and then there's no really games to really play on. Yeah, because there is none, because who the fuck wants to play on a Switch? I'd much rather play on PC or on the Xbox than it is on a fucking Nintendo Switch. Because there is no games on the fucking Switch. Unless you have your fucking family. Unless you got a family, you got little kids, your son and shit like that. That's something you want to play with. But then when they get older, they're going to stop playing those fucking games and they're going to move the fuck on to something else. Because he's going to probably get influenced by something else in the school. Because most of those kids be like, you playing that fucking game? Who plays that fucking trash? Oh, and then they'd be asking, hey, what are you playing, man? I'm playing fucking Stalker 2. What the fuck are you talking about? The fuck? Like I play your little kids ass game, you think I want to just hop onto your shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he's gonna look back and say, yeah, you know what, I'm getting up to like 15, 16 years old, bro. I can't play these little kid games anymore. Shit, I'm too old, man. Some of these grown ass adults are still playing these like little kids game. I'm like, bro, like you're getting too old for that. I'm sorry to say it. I'm just being me here for a minute, right? I'm just speaking my mind, but on some real shit. I'm like, bro, even for me, at a certain point, I gotta stop, being like, yo, man, I gotta move on. Like, there's plenty of other games I could be enjoying and playing and using my time better than playing some stupid ass Mario Kart game that ain't doing shit. Ain't doing shit. Oh, surely well, and guess what? Most of those kids don't fucking care or even playing it because they got phones and tablets. Shit.
That's great. I'm an Xbox gamer and I've bought 12 games. Okay, you are an extremely tiny group. The amount of people buying it provably is so teeny tiny. So these games go into PlayStation. Yes, they're going to sell, but I almost think that the real
Yes, they are going to sell.
excitement from a lot of these developers are that people are now actually going to play their games. If
they actually go to play their games, they've been playing their games. Before, okay, see, you see how it is? Before this game even came onto the PlayStation platform, this was selling at 30 million copies. 30 million copies across PlayStation and Xbox. I mean, not PlayStation and Xbox. PC and Xbox. 30 million. Now it's on PlayStation 5. It's going to make another 10 million. This game has already been successful. It already made their money and then some. That's why we're going to get another sequel called, oh yeah, Forza Horizon 6 is coming. Right? But then when you see games like, oh, what happened to that PlayStation 4 game, whatchamacallit, Killzone, Shadowfall. I thought that do really well. Yeah, it did really well. Okay, so we're in PlayStation 5 right now. So where's another Killzone game? Well, it's not here. Right? It's not even here. It's not even here on PlayStation 5. Where the fuck is that? Oh, it didn't do well. And then we're still getting continuing sequels and other games. Well, they're putting Halo on PlayStation. Yeah, the first game of Halo. How's this good? How's this hurting me? It ain't hurting me. How's it hurting me? How the fuck is it hurting me? Well, I already got the Master Chief Collection. I put it right here. Right? They already got it right here. So I got the Halo Master Chief Collection. I'm just trying to find it on here. Where is it? Here it is. There it is. Halo Master Chief Collection. Right here. Halo Master Chief Collection. All right there. And it has all the games right there. Every single game. All in one place. Already got the game. So how is this game? And it's just going to be the campaign. There's no multiplayer for it. It's just going to be the campaign. And that's about it. Okay, whoopee-doo. I'm not hurt by this. It's on PlayStation. Who cares? I already got the Master Chief Collection. I got Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, and I also have Halo Reach and Halo ODST. I got the campaign and the multiplayer with it. So I could play the game right now and go through all of the Halo games right now if I wanted to. It's not a fucking big deal. Already got it. And this game is going to sell well. But I'm not going to be hurt by it because guess what? They're going to be making a new Halo game anyway. They're going to make an old one for y'all guys to milk y'all guys. And then they're going to make a new one for us. So then we can continue on the story. Look, we already seeing it right now with what? What did they do? They dropped... Where was that game? Just trying to find it. They already dropped Gears of War Reloaded. I already have access on Game Pass Gears of War. I already got access to Gears of War right now. So we already got access to Gears of War, right? We already got access to, Gears, right? There's Gears of War. Gears of War 4, Gears of War 5, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna put Gears of War 3 and all the rest of the games on there. But they're already making Gears of War. And then we're gonna get what? We're gonna get another Gears of War game, right? We're gonna get Gears of War E-Day. Ain't that already on there? Like, Gears of War? There it is. Gears of War E-Day. Coming soon, see? Getting another, they're putting out an old game on your platform, and we're getting another game from Gears of War, and we're gonna continue, but we're gonna get something that we already played the first one. We're gonna continue on and whatever with the prequel, whatever this is. I don't know if I don't think it's a sequel. It's a prequel to the first game before the first events of Gears of War. So we're gonna be playing that, and that's new. And we're gonna get all the old characters and stuff like that. So, what are we doing? What is there to be crying about and getting upset? It's gonna sell well. It's gonna do well. I'm telling you, man. Xbox right now is fucking like killing it right now. In terms of games releasing and launching and putting games out there, putting games that gamers want to pick up and play, they're killing it right now. More than PlayStation. Like, seriously. Right? Now, I have enough of this guy because he's gonna just ramble on some dumb stuff and this and that, whatever. Let's move on to this right here because I wanted to point this out again. That I didn't show this chart from the last time, the last video that I did. I forgot to show you this chart, but I wanted to show you this chart because it's relatable, because we see it right here. There's Arc Raiders right here on the top of the PlayStation 5. So we go right here on this chart, and you can see right here that Arc Raiders, right? Concurrent players or by platform. Look at this shit. PC. Look at this. PS5 and Xbox platform. Both. Only at 120, 120. If you put these two together, you still wouldn't reach the player count on the PC. This should let you know right then and there, right now, that PC is the fucking future. PC is the future. More and more people are phasing out consoles. It's fading away. Both on Xbox and PlayStation. So what are they trying to do? Okay, so the next console, right? We already know Xbox is going to do a console hybrid type of thing. And if they are going to do that and they get rid of the, whatchamacallit, having to pay online and shit, that's going to open up a wide range of doors. What the fuck is PlayStation 5 is going to do? Because I already pointed this out. Their games are not selling well at all. 3.3 million is nothing. Comparing to, I know that PlayStation and the CEOs are seeing and watching their games are getting fucking mollywop by fucking third-party games and also by Xbox. They're getting mollywop. Right? So how are they making their money? You know how they're making their money? They're making their money by the PlayStation user base, by these third-party games. That's how they're making their money. Online access, right? Paying for premium, paying for whatever, for essential, paying for this. They're paying for online to play online games. Call of Duty, right? Arc Raiders, right? Madden 26. FC6, FC26, 2K26, right? College football, right? Like, Battlefield 6. That's how Sony makes the majority of money by subscription services by online access to play online with friends. You gotta pay Sony to let you to play online. We don't have to worry about that shit on PC. We play that shit for free. Okay, I brought Battlefield 6. Guess what? I brought Battlefield 6. Yep, brought Battlefield 6 right here. Right? I brought Battlefield 6. And guess what? I don't have to pay online. I don't have to pay for anything. All I have to do is just purchase the game, play the game, and that's it. I don't have to pay for online. I don't need to pay for online. Okay, I could just jump in, play the game, and just go about my business for the rest of the day. That's it. Right? I don't need to pay nobody. I don't need to pay Steam anything. All I need to pay Steam is just for this game. That's it. And then just play the game and I'm all set. It's not like on consoles. Y'all guys gotta pay Sony $60 a year, 100 and something a year, whatever, just so you could play Call of Duty, Arc Raiders, Madden 26, all of these online games, Battlefield 6, just so you can get access to play the game. So you gotta pay for online, you also gotta pay for the game too. So not only if this was like $70, you gotta pay $70 and then you gotta pay an extra $60 to Sony or Xbox just to play online. It's the same thing for Nintendo. You gotta pay $10 or whatever to play online or whatever, have access. While PC is free. And this is why I'm saying, you look at the chart right here. This is why people are leaving consoles behind. Okay? Not just Xbox, right? As much as I'm an Xbox fan, but I'm not a fanboy. But even Xbox are getting left behind by PC. And so is PlayStation. That's why people are moving on and saying, why the fuck do I have a PS5 in my house, an Xbox in my fucking house, and a Nintendo where I gotta pay for online to get access? Why can't I just get a PC and download all the games that I want and I can play it for free without paying for online? It saves me money, especially in this fucking economy. Especially in this economy, a lot of people are going towards PC. More and more. Each and every year, the PC growth is going to increase. Each and every year, more and more of these kids over there by Nintendo, most of those kids are going to be playing on what? Phones and tablets. Phones and tablets are easier to get and pay for than you would getting a Nintendo Switch. Because you know why? Because the phone and tablets are more versatile than anything else. Not only you can play games, you can go online, you can do this, you can watch a movie, you can go do this. There's a bunch of things you can do. It's really simple to do. Easy to access a lot of things. You could read a book on the tablet. There's a bunch of things you could do. It's very versatile. And Xbox, the way how their next console is going to be, they're going to try to make it just as much versatile, just like on PC. They want to make it versatile. What the fuck is PlayStation going to do? I don't know. They want to do this closed ecosystem and it ain't going to last long because we can see the numbers right here in front of you. 120,000 plus 120,000. That is going to land right about here. There's a whole gap right there. They're not even reaching the numbers on their own platform saying, oh yeah, they're getting played up to here, like 30 something. This not going up to here, slightly up here. They're not reaching up to this number. PC is going above and beyond. They're reaching up to here. This is Arc Raiders that we're talking about. Let this chart be a wake-up call, I'm seeing it now that it seems like PlayStation and PS5 consoles are getting left behind. And they are so slowly but surely is starting to fade away. You've seen it in Best Buy, right? You probably went out there to Black Friday, right? And you see it at Best Buy. Look at the section for PlayStation and Xbox. Those sections used to not be that small. those sections used to be really, really big. Like they have games, this, that. They have the consoles underneath the cabinets, right? They don't even do that anymore. They're cutting all those spaces back because most of that shit is getting fade away. I wouldn't be surprised that the next consoles or the next 2 generations down the road, the PS7 and the next Xbox, whatever it's going to be called, that shit, those consoles might be going to be made to order. That where they're going to be like, maybe like Steam, like Valve, where it's like, hey, you want to buy our product, you got to order it online. I wouldn't be surprised they're going to do that. It's crazy, right? But you can see that they're starting. You can see the wake-up call right here that more and more people are heading towards PC than consoles. And we got old dinosaur, old farts like, you know, Dreamcastguy and Marlon Gaming. When we get down to him later, these old dinosaur farts are still living in the fucking past. We're in 2025, about to go into 2026, literally in the next 30 fucking days. You about to be going into 2026. We're not in early 90s, mid 2000s. Those days are over. Okay? It's time for a wake-up call. You guys gonna have to sit there and say, look, man, PlayStation games are not selling too well. Third-party games on PlayStation is selling extremely well. Xbox games going to PlayStation doing very well. But their own games that they have right now, Ghost of Yotei only selling 3.3 million out of 84 console sales is pathetic. Meanwhile, Forza Horizon 5 did 30 million just on PC and Xbox alone. Now they put it on PlayStation 5, they probably did 40 million. 40 million is better than 3.3 million. Right? It's fucking crazy. It is crazy. What are we doing? This should, you know, again, like this graphical chart should be a fucking wake-up call. Right? Just as much as, like, again, when we're looking at the roster here, right? Because I know when Dreamcastguy was going to say some bullshit like, oh, you know, well, you know, PlayStation, you know, closed a lot of studios down. Well, no, not PlayStation. Fucking Xbox closed a lot of studios down. Yeah, they closed down studios that is necessary they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not just gonna keep wasting money like fucking PlayStation. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna say, look, if this game is not ready, it's not doing what it needs to do, we're gonna cut it. And that's it, and be done with it. Okay? They're not here to waste fucking money and time into some bullshit. Same thing for Nintendo. If Nintendo sees something that doesn't fucking work, they're not gonna just keep wasting their money on bullshit. They're just gonna cut their losses and be done. That's what the fuck they're going to do. Shit, man. Like, do you not understand? Like, even if, right? And I got both of them right here. Both of the rosters. Even if you go down here with both of these fucking rosters side by side. Look at PlayStation roster right here. And then you take away the games that the studios that are not there anymore, right? Because you can see, like, you know, London Studios not there anymore, right? And there's a certain ones, right? If you take some of the ones out of there, there's literally, they only have 12 fucking studios, 12 core studios. Meanwhile, you take away the studios that have been closed down to here, bitch, they got fucking 19 to 20. They still got 19 to 20 studios easily. 18 studios. They got 18 studios. This one got 12. PlayStation is on some fucking thin ass ice. Cause they ain't got no game that is going to sell or make money. They don't even got an ace in the hole. They don't. Like if you look at the games that they have right here, right? We can say, you know, God of War, Uncharted, Horizon, right? Those games are not making the amount of money and stuff like that. Here, I'll give you a little preview chart before we get into Marlon shit. But I wanted to show you this because I think this should be another eye-opener too. Because I think he showed it right here. I want you to look at this. Look at this. Okay? Fuck him, whatever he's going to say. I don't care. But he should be looking like this, because he does look like he's shocked. He's like, oh my god. Because this should be a fucking alarming. And this is on Steam. Just Steam by itself, right? Look at this. The top PlayStation Studios Steam games by copies sold. Helldivers 2. Okay? Helldivers 2, right? So I put it down here. Helldivers 2 is not owned by Sony. Okay? This is not an in-house studio. They just pay for the rights for Helldivers 2 to be exclusive on their platform, and they let them do whatever they want. Helldivers 2 wasn't developed and made in-house by PlayStation and Sony Studios. It's not. Let's look at the games that are made in-house. We know Spider-Man is made from in-house. We know Days Gone is made by in-house studio, first party. We know God of War was made in-house. Look at the numbers. Look at this. 4.5 million, 4.2 million, 3.4 million, 2.7 million. Spider-Man, 2.7 million. We go back to here. Ghost of Yotei only did 3.3 million. First Spider-Man only did 2.7 million just on PC. Not even talking about PlayStation. And then look at this. Look at their highest selling. Look at this. 12.7 million. And I bet you it probably did copies on Xbox, which we already see that. Well, he said, Dreamcastguy saying, well, those Xbox gamers don't buy games at all. They're a small group of people. But then she's the one who's sitting there saying, we're seeing an increased engagement from existing users on PS5 and PC. Significantly increase in sales of the title year on year. And we see it right here. The proof is in the pudding cup right here. Right? This just goes to show you that an outside studio that is not owned, that Sony PlayStation does not own that studio. They don't own that studio. This is from outside. This is like they just paid for the rights to keep it on their platform or whatever, or have it to be exclusive on the PlayStation platform. They don't own the studio. They didn't brought the studio. It's not in-house. Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Days Gone, and Spider-Man are all in-house. You have to combine a couple of these to even go surpass Helldivers 2. But this is just sold on Steam. So if you add in the player numbers to PlayStation 5 and Xbox as well, which, Sony CFO, get credit where credit is due, that Xbox gamers do buy their games and play them too, right? This number is going to go even further. So even if they put all of these together, they're not even going to reach that number. You see, this is what PlayStation want to see. They want to see their first party titles to sell like 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, but they don't even have a game like that. There is no game on here that is like that. There's nothing in this fucking roster right here that's going to get them into 20 to 30 million copies. Right? I can tell you one thing. Xbox do got games that can sell 30, 40 fucking million copies. They already got it. They already got it from purchasing Bethesda and getting Activision and Blizzard. They already got games lined up, and even their own games can sell 20, 30, 40 million fucking copies. You ready for this? Let's look. This is what I'm talking about, okay? We already know Call of Duty can do it, right? Minecraft, 30, 40, 50 million copies. Easily. Done. Forza Horizon 5, that's Xbox in-house. Guess what? It did 30 million copies. putting on PlayStation 5, probably did another 10 million copies, another 10 to 20 million more copies. How much is that in total? 50 million fucking copies. Not the 3.3 pathetic ass copies. These are both AAA titles, but yet this game is getting more money and more support, and we're getting another sequel than fucking Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Yotei looking spooky. 3.3 ain't shit. Astrobot 1.5. Come on now. And then you can look all around you that some of these copies are selling. Look, I guarantee you they got more players playing this game than Astrobot right now. You got more people playing Dispatch than Astrobot. That's selling 30 million copies, right? Call of Duty can sell 30 million. Minecraft can sell 30 million copies. Let's go down to the Xbox list right here. Let's go down to the list. Oh wait, here's another one. Starfield. That did 30, 40 million copies. Last time I checked, because I pretty remember that it sold about 30 million copies. 40 million copies. And that's on PC and Xbox alone. So imagine that this game is going to be going to where? Oh wait, that's on PlayStation. And when it gets onto PlayStation, guess where it's going to be at? Right here on the top chart. And guess how many more copies it's going to sell? Because like again, they don't care. They don't give a fuck what you got to say. You're just a small little group with 11,000 views. That's nothing. You're just a speck. You're a pebble. You're nothing. All these motherfuckers are nothing. Okay? Because at the end of the day, guess what? Action, action speaks louder than words. And the data is showing results that we need to see. Because you can see just from Arc Raiders alone, this got more players playing this game on fucking PC than even on your own piddly ass fucking platform. And even on Xbox. And if you put both of these together, Arc Raiders are still surpassing. And this is on Steam. And then watch this. If you add all of this shit up, they're doing fucking numbers. But just by themselves, you can clearly see individual. You clearly see PC is the way to go. It's the future. That's why PlayStation is going to do what? Continuing to put more games on PC. Because they need to make fucking money. Because it's embarrassing. Because even Dreamcastguy right here with his jaws open, he's like, oh my god. Our PlayStation exclusive is nothing compared to Helldivers 2. And all of these studios are in-house studios. Of course. These are in-house fucking studios. All of them. All three of these games are in-house studios. In-house. Meaning that PlayStation first-party studios that they have owned. They own this studio that making Spider-Man. They own this studio that doing Days Gone. They own this studio that's doing God of War. They own Guerrilla Games that's doing Horizon Zero Dawn and whatever Horizon game projects that they're doing. But yet, Helldivers is not an in-house owned studio purchase, and that game is doing far superior, far better than any other platform. Than any other their first party games. They're fucking in trouble. Now watch this. Now if we took a fucking Xbox title game, I guarantee you it's gonna make it up to here to like 10 million. Let's say 30 million, right? So 30 million divided by 2. Because it's on two platforms, right? That's like what? Like about 30 divided by 2? Let me see. I can't even do math in my head. I'm sorry. 30 million, right? And then we divide it by 2 because it's on two platforms. So basically that's 15 million. So basically Forza Horizon 5 just on Xbox by itself is doing 15 million players. About right there, give and take. That's surpassing even just 12.7 million. That's right there. That's just one title. We already know Call of Duty is going to surpass these numbers without a problem. Boom. Copy sold. Easily. And then put Starfield right here. Starfield will be right up there. They already did like 30 something million, so like 15 something million give and take on Xbox or whatever. But even just if it was just on Xbox, is making those numbers, is making 15 million, 20 million, going up. It's not going down. Look at these pathetic ass fucking sale numbers. 84 million console sales and it's only making a measly ass 4.5 million. Is absolutely fucking pathetic. Absolutely. You should be shocked. This should give you a wake-up call like, damn, it seems like PlayStation first-party studio games ain't doing so fucking hot. Of course they're not, because they don't got a game that's gonna give them a whole bunch of banco. And look at all the money that they fucking wasted. Look at all the money that they wasted. All the live service games that they have canceled. And studios got shut down. Well, Xbox shut down studios. Yeah, they shut down studios because they saw them ain't doing shit. And they're not just gonna keep pretending and keep giving them money like they did to fucking Concord. Do you remember that? Remember when Concord Concord was gonna be so amazing. It's gonna be the next big thing for Sony. Yeah, it was the next big thing until it got canceled and basically got that shit out the storefront. Because that shit was a failure. It only lasted for less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. It was offline forever. And people was trying to revive Concord again, and they got shot down again by nobody else but who? By Sony Interactive Entertainment. Did a DMCA takedown on the people who was trying to revive Concord on the PC with their own servers. And they say, nah, bro, take that shit up out of here. We don't want your shit. Boom. Slap him with a DMCA takedown. Try to revive itself and got dead again. Concord was supposed to be this big game making billions of dollars, generating revenue. Was an utter fucking failure. Okay? Waste the money, waste the studio purchase, and the studio got shut down. Right? Last of Us multiplayer, a false promise that they were supposed to promise us for Last of Us Part 2. Okay, so they remake The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2. Do they have multiplayer with that? No, they got a roguelike feature. Where's multiplayer? Marvel Spider-Man The Great Web canceled. London Studios got them doing stupid shit and they got shut down. They're the ones who was making the Getaway game. But you got them doing stupid ass VR games. Twisted Metal. You know what's the sad part about this is the fact that Xbox is still doing movies and TV shows. Like they're still doing another TV show with Amazon Prime with Fallout, right? They're doing that. They're doing season 2. And they already got Fallout 4 and they're still continuing to make another Fallout game. Here we are, Twisted Metal. Or do we have a new Twisted Metal game came out on this PlayStation 5 generation? Fucking no. This is worse than Xbox One generation. You thought Xbox One generation was bad? PlayStation 5 generation is even worse. Just a slap in the face. Just like, no. We'll make this we'll do a TV show for Twisted Metal, but we're not gonna make a game for it. We'll cancel it. Helldivers 2 was the only success. Look at this. Bungie Payback project canceled. And then let's go read the little thing right here. Let's go read this nice little title right here. It says, after $3.6 billion and a... Hold on. I can't even see that. And a certain player base, Sony is fed up with Bungie and Destiny 2. Yeah, they're fed up with it because it's not doing well. It's going down the shit. People are leaving Destiny 2. It's going to become a dead game. We already know this. All these other free-to-play games are coming in and they're just basically been taking their lunch. Concord, already discussed that. That was a huge fucking flop. And you think Fair Game is going to be any better? Blue Point live service game, right? God of War, Sony Ben live service game. And ain't Sony Ben did Days Gone? Ain't Days Gone supposed to be getting a movie and a TV show, but not even a sequel to a game? That's crazy. I tell you, this is worse than the Xbox One generation. You thought Xbox One generation had it bad back then? No. This PS5 is one of the worst generations ever. It's a lot of slap in the face. A lot of online stuff and games that was supposedly going to be the next big thing. It's just a waste of fucking money. Billions and millions of fucking dollars being wasted. They already wasted $3.6 billion on fucking Bungie's bullshit. And they're just fed up with it. I would be too. Right? Because it's this marathon garbage. You got Horizon Online, which they already have a Horizon mobile game. We just talked about this from the last off the top video. And I sat there and said, I don't know what the fuck is Sony PlayStation is fucking doing. But yet you got a fucking free to play Horizon game. And they don't even want to put it on their own platform. It's a mobile game exclusively for PC and mobile, not on the PlayStation 5, which is ridiculous. And I pointed this out, like, how many free to games I saw at least the last time when I made that video, we have counted almost damn near 10 free live service games. Damn near 10. And they're making a free-to-play Horizon zero type, Horizon online multiplayer game, mobile type of game. It looks really good. It looks a lot of fun. They're going to put it on PC exclusively and on mobile exclusively, but not on PlayStation. And then there's like plenty of games on here that could easily be on fucking mobile. Like Marvel Rivals can easily be on mobile. I don't know if it's on mobile or not. It could be on mobile, but you got games like this. Fortnite is on mobile for damn sure, and it's even as on consoles as well. What the fuck, Sony? What the fuck are you doing, bro? You got all of these games. Look at this, free to play, another free. We got like damn near fucking like 5-6 of them right here. Bro, I don't know what the fuck is I don't know what they're doing. And then we got fucking Marathon right here, where they, you know what they could have brought, with this money right here, this $3.6 billion. You know who they could have brought that's even less of a studio? They could have just brought Ready at Dawn. Oh yeah, Ready at Dawn. Yeah, they could have just brought the studio. The studio who fucking did Dexter on the PSP. I think it's either on the PSP and Vita. The God of War Chains of Olympics. Remember that? It was a spin-off title, right? And then, God of War Ghost of Sparta, God of War Origin Collection, right? They did the Order of 1886. Say as you will about the Order of 1886. Like, again, everybody's a different gamer. You're going to like certain games that I may like, but you don't. And there's games that you may like, I fucking don't, right? But at the end of the fucking day, you got a studio that did Order of 1886. That shit looked really good. It looked really good. It looks very promising. This studio has did more work for God of War games than anything else. Why the fuck did Sony did not purchase at Ready at Dawn? They much rather purchase Bungie for $3.6 billion than Ready at Dawn. That did the Order of 1886, that did your games from a long time ago. Dexter, God of War Chain of Olympics, this game right here, this one, what the fuck? What are we doing, bro? And you know what's the crazy part is? Guess who brought this studio? Fucking Facebook Meta. fucking Facebook and Meta and got them doing VR garbage, dumb shit. And then guess what? The studio got shut down. It's closed. It's dissolved. This studio doesn't even exist anymore. All this fucking time. All the years that Ready at Dawn has fucking done and made a AAA title game on the PlayStation 4 platform. This is a promising studio that has a lot of potential. But no, Sony will much rather waste their fucking money and their fucking bullshit on this fucking garbage ass studio named Bungie for live service games, and now they're fed up with it and they missed their opportunity to purchase Ready at Dawn. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. And then Dreamcastguy got the fucking nerve to sit there and say, oh, you know, they closed down a lot of studios, and you know, Xbox closed down fucking studio because they're fucking tightening up their fucking money. They're not out there just burning fucking cash. They're out there saying, we gotta be strategic with our strategy with our money. And they're very strategic, right? Because what did I say before? What Sony title game that's going to sell for 10 million copies, 30 million copies, 20 million copies right off the bat? What game do they have that can do that? It ain't fucking Ghost of Yotei, ain't fucking Spider-Man 2. Ain't none of these fucking games right here that you see right here. Look, let's bump it up. Ain't none of these games on here that is selling up to 10 million. Not even 20, 30, 40 million copies. Not Horizon Zero Dawn, not God of War bullshit, not Days Gone. These are only selling measly ass 3.4 million, 4.2 million. Spider-Man on Steam, only 2.7. They're not making like Helldivers. They're not saying, oh shit, we got 10 million plus right off the bat. Good, we're doing good. None of their first party game does. But you know who does? Oh yeah, that's Xbox games. Because you know what games that they have fucking purchased and studios that they're smart. They set their shit up to the future. Let's go down the list, right? We can go down here, right? You can say as you will about Turn 10 about their fucking sim racing game, right? But let me tell you something. Most of their games, they got aces in the hole that's going to give them 10 million, 15 million copies, 20, 30, 40 fucking million copies easily. Let's go point that shit out right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, we know Minecraft is going to do fucking well. Of course it will. Gonna make a shit ton of money and a shit ton of copies. We know, guess what? Playground Games, Forza Horizon is going to sell 30, 40, 50 million copies. Forza Horizon 6 is damn sure is going to be more higher than even Forza Horizon 5. We already know this. Come on now, I'm almost talking damn near like Marlon. Like, damn, come on, you should know this. For real. Like, this is ridiculous. We don't know about Fable, but we damn sure know this game is going to sell a lot of copies. We know Cydia Entertainment can sell a lot of copies too. Maybe not a Valve and Outer Worlds, but guess what? Guess what? Obsidian. And guess who they purchased with? Bethesda. Guess what Bethesda has? Fallout. So they can simply say Bethesda and Obsidian can team up to do Fallout New Vegas 2. Or just give the IP to them and say, hey, Obsidian Entertainment, do a Fallout 4, do a Fallout New Vegas 2. Do that. And they can be working on that shit right now as we speak. Saying, yeah, we can make a Fallout New Vegas 2, no problem. Let's make it happen. That's going to do what? How much copies is that going to sell? Oh wait, that's another 10, 20, 30, 40 fucking million copies. It's going to sell right off the bat. Shit, man, what are we doing here? Shit, we already know the next Gears of War, maybe not Gears of War E-Day, but if they do another sequel to another Gears of War game, it's going to do another 10, 20, 30 million more copies to go. It's going to sell a lot. Shit, we already know Bethesda, right? They got Starfield, Fallout 5, right? Elder Scrolls 6. all three of those games right there is going to do what? How much numbers again? Oh, wait. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 million copies. Easily. Easily across on all platforms. They're going to be making money. We already know Call of Duty is going to be selling a lot of copies, right? That's going to make another 30, 40, 50, 60 million copies, right? Like, even if you took away some of the studios that's not even there anymore, the main core studios and some of those games that Xbox has is selling 30, 20, 40, 50 million copies. Well, somebody, they got like hella aces in the hole. They damn sure got like maybe like 5 to 6 aces in the hole easily. My question is, what is PlayStation has on here that's going to give them 30, 40, 50 million copies just on their platform by itself? What games do they have that they're going to sell like that? If Helldivers 2 is selling at 12 point something million, then you can already know that, okay, if you add Xbox on top of this and on top of that, these numbers right here is still not going to reach this number right here that they have. Not just on Steam, but on Xbox and PlayStation, it's probably doing even more. And these games combined together still can't reach that. Now they got it all by themselves on their own. They're not even reaching nowhere numbers like this. And again, some of these games are mostly single player games. Except for like what, Call of Duty, and maybe you could make an argument saying Forza Horizon 5. But even Fallout 5, Starfield, and fucking Elder Scrolls 6, they're going to make 30, 40, 50 million copies easily. Xbox knows what the fuck they're doing. They know how to strategize and buying their studios and stuff. PlayStation doesn't know shit. PlayStation buying the studio, Bungie, and they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. They could have brought Ready at Dawn. But instead, they said, nah, we ain't gonna buy Ready at Dawn. We're gonna let them die. But I know what PlayStation gamers want to play. They want to play this garbage-ass game called Marathon. Who wants to buy... Who in their fucking right mind wants to buy fucking Marathon's garbage? Who? Because it ain't fucking me. It ain't fucking me. If Marathon was to drop and I was on PS5 right now, you know what fucking game right here on this list I'll be playing over fucking Marathon? I'll be playing Ready or Not over fucking Marathon. Period. I'll be playing this game more than fucking Marathon's garbage ass game. This is crazy. Because Ready or Not looks better than even this game. Starfield looks better than this game. Starfield looks better than this game. And it's embarrassing. But these PlayStation gamers, they want to play this type of garbage. They don't want to play this fucking trash. They don't want to play this fucking trash. I certainly don't. And we already know it ain't gonna make it. Because guess what? Guess who's taking Marathon's spot? It's already happening right now. That's already fucking Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is already filling the gap for fucking Marathon. Marathon is already the nail in the coffin nobody gives a fuck about. This is ridiculous, y'all. PlayStation is in a total fucking mess. They're in a mess. Don't get me wrong. Xbox may not be perfect, right? They shut down studios and cut down shit, but they're not going to be trying to blow smoke up their fucking ass. They're not blowing smoke up their ass. They're literally sitting there saying, look, if this game is ready, if it's not good and it's not ready, we're going to cut our losses and be done with it. Fuck it. They're not going to do like PlayStation did with fucking Marathon. With fucking Marathon. No, not Marathon. I'm sorry. With Concord. Because I'm thinking Concord and Marathon are the same thing. Because they basically is... Marathon is basically Concord 2.0. But even with Concord... Oh, this is going to be a big thing. It's going to sell. It's going to make a lot of money. We're going to be good. Did that happen? No. It failed. They wasted over $500 fucking million. That's half... That's a $500 million on Concord. And the studio got shut down too. They purchased the studio, got them to work on Concord, released Concord, only lasts for less than 2 weeks. They took Concord out of the store, then they shut down the studio, and Concord will be never come back again. Totally embarrassment, total fucking failure, doesn't know what the PlayStation fan base, what they want to play. Well, it's clear to me that PlayStation gamers are speaking up because they're buying more third-party games than first-party studio games, and they're buying Xbox games more than PlayStation games. How's that? How's me as an Xbox fan is hurting me? It ain't hurting me. It just lets me know, like, oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it that you're funding our next Forza Horizon 6 game that I'm going to be playing so much that I put in well over 1,000 and something hours on Forza Horizon 5. And I'm going to be putting another 1,000 plus hours in Forza Horizon 6. I appreciate you PlayStation players out there, you PlayStation gremlins out there, you know, that sit there want to act and pretend like, you know, oh, well, PlayStation players, we buy our games, we play our games. No, it doesn't seem like that on this fucking chart. No. But you're funding our game. I appreciate it. Go ahead. Keep capping and coping. Go ahead. I appreciate that. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy and the stupid shit that these people be saying. These are the people that you're listening to. You need to stop listening to them and come to subscribe to my channel. At least I could put some real perspective for you. Because it's getting ridiculous. Who in their right mind wants to play this fucking game? And then you know what's even more embarrassing and more of a slap in the face? You want to know what that is? Oh wait, it's this game Stellar Blade. Remember that? Remember Stellar Blade? PlayStation 5 fans' favorite Stellar Blade game only sold over 1 million copies. Dev estimated. You know, Stellar Blade was supposed to be a multi-platform game, right? It was supposed to be just like how... Oh, wait, what was that game that Xbox got them to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Let me check that again. Oh, yeah, that's Expedition 30 fucking 3. Which Xbox says, oh, look, hey, we're going to fund your game. Don't worry about it. All we just ask is just put that game into our platform and you can sell that game across every single platform. That's perfectly fine. Just put the game on Game Pass and we're okay. And we'll fund and we'll help your game. Okay. And they took the deal. And guess what? They go to be at the Game of the Year award less than a couple of weeks away. They pretty much got it nominated for Game of the Year. This is a AA game going into a AAA title. And it sold across all platforms in total 3.3 million copies. New IP, fresh game, new studio put together by old devs from who? From Assassin's Creed. Some of these devs from Assassin's Creed came together, made a studio, did a Clear Skirt Expedition 33, and this is more successful, and people are talking about this game more than Assassin's Creed Shadow and Ghost of Yotei combined. And this game is sell over 3.3 million. Probably even went up even further. Probably may go up to maybe 5 to 6 million right now. And now it's at the Game of the Year Awards, all thanks to who? Xbox. Xbox got them where they need to be at. And they're working together, right? You know, now that studio gonna say, hey, we can rely on Xbox to fund our games and help us out because we already got Game of the Year award. They helped us out. They made sure we got across all platforms. They helped us front out the bill. Hey, we might still work with them. So if we do make another Expedition game, guess what? We can put the game onto Game Pass. Wow, it's great to see two studios and Microsoft actually sees like real talent and real potential and not hindering them and hindering the devs in their success. And now they're going to get to Game of the Year. But That wasn't the same thing goes for Stellar Blade. Huh? Remember that? It was only on PlayStation 5. Only. Before it became on PC. Before it became on PC. It was only strictly on the PlayStation 5. And guess how many copies it sold? It sold over 1 million copies. Dev estimated. 1 million copies out of how many? 84 million console sales? Oh, let's do that math again. Let's rub it in their face. I just want you to see the numbers and see the math for yourself. It's getting fucking pathetic. Let's do the math. 84 million minus 1 million. 1 point. That's 1 million. 84 million console sales, 1 million. Let's see how much. Oh, wait, that's only 83 million players out there on the PlayStation 5 said, I don't give a fuck about Stellar Blade. Even though that Stellar Blade got good promotion, it was backed by Sony, everything else, blah, 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 yada, yada, all this stuff, right? 83 million. 83 million. This game is about to be getting Game of the Year, and this sold on all 3 platforms, 3.3 million. New studio, new game, new IP, turn-based RPG game. Not an action game like Stellar Blade. Not like an action, open world, sexy women, Stellar Blade. This game made me cry. And I'm not a turn-based action game, and I find the game to be very, very good. But yet, this game is getting Game of the Year, and this one is not. And this one is not, and it only selling 1 million copies. So that means 83 million PlayStation users over there just don't give a fuck about your game. But you don't want to know the real slap in the face? It's the one right next to you if you haven't read this. But I'm going to read it for you. Shift Up is partnering up with Tencent for a new multi-platform game project, Spirits. AKA probably the next Stellar Blade 2 is going to be multi-platform. And they're signing a deal with who? Who's going to back up this game? Oh, that's Tencent, not Sony. Not PlayStation, Sony. Uh-huh. And you know, when Stellar Blade came over to, PlayStation, right? You know, yeah, I mean, not on PlayStation, on PC. You know, that's like the fastest selling game ever. It was more faster than that PlayStation 5. And it sold on PC more copies than on PlayStation 5. So it seems to me that Dreamcastguy basically lied and said, oh, well, you know, Xbox gamers, they don't buy games and play games. I mean, we already seen it right here. And we read the quote, right? So it just goes to show, it seems to me that PlayStation gamers don't buy games nor play games. Okay? They're playing more third-party games than their own first-party titles. Because we can see it right here. Look at these pathetic numbers. Imagine Stellar Blade being on here. Stellar Blade will be right over here. The lowest of the low, 1 million copies. This is a Sony exclusive, it's amazing, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? If this was PlayStation 5, it only sold 1 million copies. This will be the lowest of the low right here on this fucking chart. They're making money on PC because they're trying to get that extra cash. But if this was just PlayStation by itself, if this was PlayStation, not Steam, that number chart will be right down here, this low, 1 million. You know how fucking pathetic that is? And you see, this is why I'm pointing this shit out to you. And you see, like, again, everybody wants the damage control, be like, well, you know, Stellar Blade was successful, and did really great, and blah blah blah, and all this shit, right? And then guess what? Their next game, and they're partnering up with who? With Tencent. Ain't Tencent got a lawsuit with fucking Sony PlayStation with Martha, whatever their I will say their carbon copy of Horizon Zero Dawn. They made their own spin-off game. They're in a lawsuit battle with this, and Stellar Blade, you know, took the deal with Sony, and they wasn't being treated right. They wasn't getting treated fairly, because I remember that they wanted to lock behind a paywall, or lock behind a pay thing where, oh, if you want to get Stellar Blade, you got to have a PlayStation account. And Stellar Blade and Shift Up wasn't having it. They were like, whoa. We didn't agree to that. We just want to sell our game on every platform. Look, did you hear that fucking problem with Expedition 33? Did Xbox stepped in and say, oh, well, the only way you're gonna get Expedition 33 to sell on PC, they got to make a Microsoft account. You don't see Microsoft doing that. They said no. If you want to put Expedition 33, you don't need a Microsoft account. You can just buy the game on Steam and you can just start playing it. It's perfectly fine. We don't, Xbox don't hinder their fucking developers and their growth and what they're trying to do. But wait a minute, but PlayStation does, because PlayStation did that shit. So they got all this debacle, mistreated and stuff like that on PC, and they say, yeah, you know what? After this Stellar Blade stuff is over, we're going to move on, and we're going to sign a multi deal with Tencent for a new project called Spirit. Yeah, Shift Up. They're shifting up and going places. Okay, they don't want to fall into the trap. And that's why they're going into multi-platform. They're selling their game on PS5, thinking like, oh, we're going to make so much money. We're going to make a lot of copies. And they didn't. And they only sold 1 million copies. Pathetic. But then Expedition 33 mollywop fucking this game that's supposedly a PlayStation 5 exclusive. They got mollywop by Expedition 33 and then some. And now they're at the Game of the Year awards, and guess who's not there? They're not there. They was even nominated. Shit, I don't even think they was nominated last year. Come on now, Shift Up ain't fucking stupid. They sat there and said, look, man, Sony PlayStation gave us a bad taste in our mouth. We're not going to work with them again. We're going with Tencent. Yes, we know Tencent, they having a lawsuit against with Sony and PlayStation and Sony right now, but we don't give a fuck, because they gave us a bad taste in our mouth. We want to make money. We want our studios to grow, and Sony PlayStation has hindered us from fucking doing it. Therefore, we're going to sign a multi-deal with Tencent so we can make our fucking game to be multi-platform, right here, multi-platform, so we can get our numbers up. We don't want to be a disgrace from Sony PlayStation, fucking whatever their quality games, whatever the fuck they do. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's clear as day. If you don't fucking believe me, let's go hear fucking Marlon himself. Marlon, take it away.
It's crazy to think.
Oh yeah, I know it is.
That everybody that's under the sound of my voice right now are waiting on the obvious games to get revealed. That is it. You can split up the fan base in 3 different ways. So let's slice this up 3 different ways. You have, on one hand, you have some of the fan base, oh, we want new stuff. And then you have some of the other fan base in the middle. Oh, yeah. We want Spider-Man DLC. We want Ghost 2. We want this. And then on the other hand, you have a mixture of remakes and remasters of games that they really, really do want, and multiplayer games that they really, really do want, whether it's live service or whatever the case may be. Right? Split up in 3 different ways. But the problem is, on the new IP side of things, it's just not enough people that are willing to take the risks that Sony has taken to buy the friggin' game. It's so annoying to buy the freaking game, especially if the game is really good or decent or a good game in general. You expect, man, the amount of hype. When I almost pissed up myself. The amount of hype that I saw for Stellar Blade, the amount of advertisement, commercials, and everything for this game.
Yeah, look, you're hearing it, right? He was like, oh, the amount of hype, everything else, right? Oh man, this sounds so good, bro. Man, Shift Up is gonna keep working with Sony, right? They're gonna keep working with Sony PlayStation, keep pumping out some games, right? After they sold only 1 million copies. Oh wait, that's not the case because they're selling at Tencent, doing multi-platform. They said, nah, yo, we didn't make enough money from fucking Sony PlayStation and their fan base, because guess what? It seems to me that the PlayStation fan base over there don't buy their fucking games. They don't buy PlayStation fucking exclusive. Oh. But then Dreamcastguy got the nerve to say what? But then you looking at these numbers right here. Wait, can you say that again for me? Can you say that again?
I will always go on the record to say Xbox gamers do not buy games. I mean,
do you not see this? Do you not see this? Go ahead, Marlon. I'm sorry, Marlon, to interrupt you. Go right ahead, sis. Say your piece.
And you mean to tell me only 1 million copies? Only 1 million copies with an install base of 60 million?
This is during the time last year. This is 1 year ago. 60 million. Now it's at 84 million. You know how bad that is? 84 million minus 1 million. That's literally 83 million. Don't give a fuck. And he says 66 million. 66 million minus 1 million. That's 65 million. It's fucking terrible.
60 million people? What?
Oh wait, sorry. 60 million people. So 60 million players on the PlayStation 5 minus 1 million. That's only 59 million. Oh, but wait, Xbox don't buy their games. Oh, no, they don't buy their games. Oh no. But you see what they're doing? They're putting it on PC to do what? So to get more money. They need that more money. It's like printing money. But I'm going on the record. Xbox don't buy their games and stuff like that. Yeah, but look at all the PlayStation players are buying all these third-party games, and they're buying Xbox games too. And thank you, PlayStation players, for buying Expedition 33, because now that's going to be Game of the Year. All backed up by who again? Oh wait, that was Xbox and Microsoft, not PlayStation and Sony. But what about Ghost of Yotei, right? They supported that game in the studio devs, the amount of hype and everything. Only 1 million copies, and guess where they're going? Oh wait, they're going there. 2024, we're in 2025. Look how fast they shift. They shifted up. Yeah, they shifted gears and they said, fuck Sony. They did a fucking whole U-turn and went the other fucking direction. Fuck you. Say, yo, we're going to Tencent. Fuck that. Fuck that Sony PlayStation garbage ass fucking install base. They don't even buy our games. We're going to Tencent. We here to make money. Sony ain't making no fucking money. They're losing money. Look at how much they losing money on these live service games. They're losing money buying these shitty ass studios and not even getting fucking got Ready at Dawn. Ready at Dawn did how many PlayStation title games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they still didn't even brought the studio. But they willing to buy Bungie and waste $3.6 billion fucking dollars. And they're what again? They're fed up. Let me see. Oh wait, yeah. So Yeah, Sony is fed up with Bungie and Destiny 2. Yeah, I will be too. And I'm already fed up with Sony PlayStation garbage bullshit. But I digress. Go ahead, Marlon, continue.
If I was Shift Up, I wouldn't put it, man, I wouldn't even make a sequel. I would put it on PC and see how much more you can get, how much.
And guess what? It's on PC and is selling what? Oh wait, it's selling extremely well. And it's selling extremely fast. More faster than PlayStation 5. And this is Marlon from a year ago. From a year ago.
More sales you can get. This teach them a lesson. I'm telling you, this second party stuff. Bro, look at Square. Look, we have seen it right in front of our eyes. Sony's been working with Square for years. Right? Now I'm starting to see now. Bro, haven't
you really started to see? I think you're just Marlon, you haven't seen the light. You're still doing this the whole bullshit trying to, you know, jump to one act to another. Bitch, you nigga, you ain't shit. let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it space to space here. Nigga, you ain't shit. You haven't seen the light. I've been seen the light. I know what the fuck is going on. As soon as they came out there and said, "Oh, Celeblade only did 1 million copies on PlayStation only," I already knew that PlayStation gamers don't buy games and play first-party exclusive titles. We already know this. And then this one has the nerve to say, "Oh, well, Xbox don't buy their games at all and stuff." Yeah, let's look at that chart again. Yeah, 4.5 million, 4.2 million. This is Horizon Zero Dawn. These are first-party PlayStation studios. It's not reaching numbers like 10 million, 20 million, 30 million copies. They're selling a measly as this, and they're gonna call this a W? Man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. They don't. PlayStation players do not buy or play their games. They don't. Because Ghost of Yote is selling at 3.3 million. We already did a video not that long ago. 3 point something million. That's really fucking bad. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's no better than these numbers right here. Only selling 1 million copies. Oh man. And now they're going to Tencent multi-partnership deal. Shit has been doing well on the PC release. Stellar Blade, which is becoming the best-selling PC port of a PlayStation exclusive. Well, not anymore because they're signing a multi-platform deal with Tencent. And Tencent is already in the lawsuit with Sony PlayStation right now. With their fucking spin-off game, which is Martha, which is their copy game from Horizon Zero Dawn. Tencent already has their carbon copy of Horizon Zero Dawn that's going to be selling better than fucking Sony's going to be putting out. Shit. The Shift Up wants is the next title to be multi-platform. They have details of the next Shift Up is planning to Tencent has issued a new press releasing. Yep. Cross multi-platform. Yep, they want that money. Sony didn't help Shift Up ass. They didn't do shit for Shift Up. They said, "Now we're shifting gears and shifting places. We're going to Tencent." Yeah, we know about Sony's bullshit, but we don't give a fuck about Sony's garbage because they didn't help us out. So fuck them. We're gonna go to Tencent. We want multi-platform. We want our games to sell so we can get our studio and people to come into our studios to start making games for us. This is pathetic. Go ahead, Marlon.
And it just exclusive to PS5, it as a business, it's just not sustainable.
You heard it here. It's not sustainable. And what did I say? Exclusives are starting to become less and less irrelevant. It is, and you heard it here. This is from a year ago. It is not sustainable. That's why guess what they're doing? That's why they're doing this. PlayStation games for PC, because guess what? It's unsustainable. Unsustainable. Look at these numbers. So pathetic. Fucking pathetic. This is a second party studio. Helldivers 2 is a second party studio. Look at this on PC. Look at how much they're selling on their own exclusive. Yeah, they're making money. They're making money, but don't get it twisted. Look at the numbers. I'll tell you one thing, Forza Horizon 5 did 15 million. Easily. It probably could go all the way up to 20 million. Easily on PC, surpassing Helldivers 2. It seems to me Sony needs to look at their core studios that they have and say, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Are we making fun games that people are going to be playing and picking up on our own platform and other platforms? Or are we just making some bullshit? Because right now, Xbox over here is kicking our ass. And we need games to start selling more than just 3.4 million. 1.2 million. We need to get up to 10, 15 fucking million. We need to get up to 20, 30 million. That's our real goal. We don't even have a game on here or any studio that can sell 30 million fucking copies. We're talking about in-house studio. In-house. They don't even got that. They really don't. They don't even have a game for that. That's crazy. Oh, this is funny.
It makes no sense to make your game exclusive to PS5. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It makes sense to go multi-platform because there are people on PC right now that want to play Stellar Blade that is not going to shell out $500 for a PS5. All facts.
You heard it here first. They ain't shilling out no $500 for Stellar Blade. Yo, multi-platform makes sense. So basically, Xbox was pretty much right on the money, and they helped this game to be Game of the Year. Because not only it was on Game Pass, which is a subscription service, but they also sold it on Xbox and across on all platforms. This shit is crazy. You can't make it up. You can't make it. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't make this up. And now fast forward to this right here. You know, Xbox devs are excited to put games on PS5 that cost less than 64 gigabytes of RAM. All right, let's hear what he got to say about
games
that.
don't sell well at all. At all.
Wait, what?
That we have here. All right, so help us to end the month off strong. Let's get right into the nitty-gritty of this, man. So listen, our first topic of today has to do with Xbox developers right now. Now, there's two pieces of this that we're going to be covering. So the first thing that we're going to be drawing here is Xbox devs, right, are basically extremely happy in putting their games on PlayStation 5. Why is that? Well, before we read any of this.
Wait. Why is that? Wait, we can just go back from a year ago. Wait. Let's go back from a year ago.
And you have some of the fan base. Oh, we want new stuff. Bro, look at Square. Look, we have seen it right in front of our eyes. Sony's been working with Square for years. Right? Now I'm starting to see now. Bro, having it just exclusive to PS5 as a business is just not sustainable.
You just that? Look, boom, Marlon. Your old Marlon from last year just answered your question. Why is that? Why are they doing it? Because guess what? It's unsustainable and they're making more money. These are businesses trying to make more money. Do you not understand? The fuck? Of course they are extremely excited. Because guess what? They're going to be selling more money, more copies, and y'all suckers is going to be buying it. Shit, we look at it at the PlayStation Store. Did you buy Forza Horizon 5? Hell yeah, you did. You brought Minecraft, right? You brought Call of Duty, right? Let's go down the Xbox game list. You brought Outer Worlds 2, right? Boom, that's making some money, right? Shit, man. Shit, even Xbox had exclusive. Like Stalker 2 was exclusively on Game Pass. And it wasn't even coming on PC. Now it's on PC, but we already had that shit. Got the game exclusively on Game Pass. We get to play it and stuff, and we got it on here. And you can even get it on PC. And I brought the game on PC. Shit, man. Let's go down the list. Let's see all the Xbox games that they had. Gears of War Reloaded, right? Ninja Gaiden 4, which they have the backing between Team Ninja and fucking Platinum. They got them together and say, yo, make Ninja Gaiden 4. We'll fund it. Okay, sure. And they made money. And then some. And the title did well. Fallout 76. My God. Man, yo, I see some Xbox games on here. It's got, remember Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion? Oh yeah, that made a shit ton of money. That made some money, all right. PlayStation, Xbox, and on PC, they made a shit ton of money. Yeah, another Xbox title. Look at this, another one right here. Indiana Jones. Another Xbox title funded game. Shit, Fallout 4, the Dark Ages. Man, you know, I see a lot of Xbox games more than PlayStation. Shit, they're making some fucking money. They're making some fucking money. They're making some banko. Selling extremely well. Except for Ghost of Yotei, only selling 3.3 million. That's pretty sad and pathetic in my eyes. I'll tell you that much. That doesn't sound success. And you said from last year, oh, it's unsustainable. Let's hear what you got to say.
I'll tell you why.
Okay. Tell us why.
Simple. Xbox first-party games don't sell well.
Wait, what? Nigga, wait. Did I not just hear this motherfucker just say they don't sell well? What happened to 1 year ago with that second-party studios, huh? Wait, ain't they funded this game and did all this bullshit and all the hype? You was just telling me, get hype. Last year, right? All the hype and stuff. And now you telling me that you said it's unsustainable.
The obvious game. Bro, look at Square.
Uh-huh.
Look, we have seen it right in front of our eyes. Sony's been working with Square for years.
Sony been working for Square for years.
Right? Now I'm starting to see now. Bro, having it just exclusive to PS5 as a business is just not sustainable.
So that's why they're putting their games over there onto the PC, because it's unsustainable on their own fucking platform, because it's like printing money. Oh yeah, because they want to make extra cash. They want to make that extra money. So how are they going to do that? Oh yeah, because they're porting their games over to the PC. Ah, okay. That's why they're porting, oh, this game over there, this game over there. Look, Celeblade is over here too. And this one sells even better on PC than it is on your PlayStation fucking 5. Holy shit. Look at the cope. Look at the lying cope. Oh my God, look at this. This like, it's like, look, it's unsustainable. And he's saying, oh, it doesn't sell well. Oh my God. It doesn't sell well, but yeah, Forza Horizon 5 is selling extremely well. Minecraft is selling extremely fucking well. I remember Call of Duty is selling extremely fucking well. Even on our own platform, it's selling fucking well. Before Forza Horizon 5 even came onto this platform, it was doing 30 million copies. 30 million! That's more than fucking Stellar Blade. That's more than 1 million copies. They did 30 across 2 platforms. And if you divide it by 2, how much is that? 15 million copies. Is Stellar Blade is making 15 million copies? Fuck no! It ain't fucking selling no damn 15 million copies. They only sell 1. That's pathetic. Look at this shit. This shit is funny as hell.
At all.
It doesn't sell well
at all. Why is that? Because
I'll put a dislike on that one.
try before you buy. Try before you buy.
Okay, you hear this? Try before you buy. Oh, that's funny because, you know, I got this game. I got this game. I play both of these games, right? In whatever state they was. I already know both of these games, okay? I already got this game. I already know this game, and I play this game. You know, right? I've been got Dirt 5 and Battlefield 6. But these are the 2 games was on this, and whatever. Try before you buy. Well, I still brought the fucking game. Do we have to go to my list? Let's go down to the list again. Stalker 2 is right here. It was on Game Pass. Now it's coming out of Game Pass. I been had this shit. I got it on the day of release. And guess what else that I brought? Oh yeah, Starfield. It's still on Game Pass right now. I can still download Starfield on Xbox Game Pass if I want to. But guess what? I still brought the fucking game on Steam. What does try it before you buy have to do with anything? Just make a fucking good game and people will buy it. But if you don't make good games, they're not gonna fucking care to buy it. It doesn't matter. Make good games. Sony has not made a good game at all. Look at all the canceled live service game. Look at all the money that they wasted on Bungie. They said fuck Ready at Dawn, even though they did God of War Chains of Olympics, God of War Ghost of Sparta, God of War Origin Collection, right? They did all those spin-off games and then they made their exclusive title for PlayStation 4. They still didn't even brought this fucking studio. Knowing that the studio got so much potential, which it does. It has uber amount of potential. And they still didn't brought it. They still brought this garbage studio called Bungie. And they want me to play this garbage ass game called Marathon. This is the game right here is going to change everything, guys. Yeah.
Why is that? Why are we trying before we buy? Game Pass. That's why. You're trying before you buy.
And Game Pass made over $5 billion in revenue.
So, therefore, Game Pass is the culprit. I've told you guys this. I don't need nobody else telling me this. Bro, I've been doing this for years.
And they made $5 billion in revenue in Game Pass alone. $5 billion.
You know this already. That's why Xbox games don't sell well. Because
Xbox games do sell well because Forza Horizon 5 did 30 million copies across Xbox and PC. And it's on your PlayStation 5 right now. Probably did 40 million copies more. It did do well. It made money and then some. You know what didn't do well? Oh yeah, that's Stellar Blade. Go ahead.
It
continue.
makes no sense to make your game exclusive to PS5. It's a waste of time. It makes sense to go multi-platform.
Oh, it makes sense to go multi-platform. That's what PlayStation is doing right now. Putting their games on multiple different platforms. On PlayStation, right? Xbox, right? And also on where? Oh yeah, that's right. On PC as well with Helldivers 2. Oh shit, man, they're going multi-platform. Damn, I can't believe I caught that. That shit is crazy.
Because there are people on PC right now that want to play Stellar Blade that is not going to shell out $500 for a PS5.
Ooh, not going to shell out $500 on that PS5. They're not going to shell that out.
Because of friggin' Game Pass. And why you see a lot of developers don't put their games, and the same, I could shake Jim Ryan's hand right now because he was telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just not sensible to put your games in the Game Pass because
it's not sensible, but who got Game of the Year again? Wait. It wasn't sensible. Last time I checked, Expedition 33 is was on Game Pass, and they backed it and they funded the game and that studio, and now they're pretty much at the Game of the Year awards. Hold on, do we have to put this up there? Oh, there it is, right here. Chiaroscuro Expedition 33. Game of the Year nomination. All of these games. That's crazy. Hold on, let me get a better one. Game of the Year. Chiaroscuro Expedition 33. Sandfall Interactive. Published by Kepler Interactive. Do you not see this? It's nominated by Game of the Year. Death Stranding 2 On the Beach is a Kojima game. That's not a first-party studio title. This is not either. They just got the backing for it. This one got backing from Sony. They don't even own this studio. They don't even own Kojima Production Studio. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Nintendo IP, Hades 2, and Silk Song. It doesn't sell well, it doesn't be successful. Oh yeah, but the Xbox definitely got the road to success for Chiaroscuro Expedition 33 to be nominated Game of the Year. But what was that game was? Oh, that poor little Ghost of Yote. That poor little. Oh, look at this little. And that poor little Ghost of Yote. Oh, didn't get nominated for Game of the Year. Oh, I don't see it on here. Look at this, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yeah, where's Ghost of Yote on here? First party PlayStation Studio. Oh, it's not on here? Oh. That game is not even on there. Oh, that's too bad. And the same thing for this one right here. This wasn't got nominated Game of the Year. Only selling 1 million copies. Who won last year? I think it was Astrobot. This doesn't even got nominated for Game of the Year. Astrobot won that. That's crazy. Ooh, that's crazy. That is crazy. Wow.
Because, hey, look, your game ain't gonna survive well. You see what I'm saying? Because why? Because there is a Walmart of games. There's hundreds and hundreds of games, okay, that are in Game Pass. And why should I play your game? Yeah, my daughter likes to play.
Here's the thing. Why should I buy your game? Ain't you just said right here? Hold on.
This may be. Right? Split up in 3 different ways. But it's not on Xbox. It's just not sustainable. It makes no sense to make your game exclusive to PS5. It's a waste of time. It makes sense to go multi-platform. Because there are people on PC right now that want to play Stellar Blade that is not going to shell out $500 for a PS5. All facts. Mm-hmm. There are people that are on Xbox that can only afford one console and they have an Xbox and they look at Stellar Blade and they're like, I want to play that. But it's not on Xbox. So now you're down to one console.
Oh,
look at Final Fantasy 16. Look what happened to that. Yeah, I think this is a joke. It's not a joke. Look at Rebirth. Look at those sales numbers. Look at all the complaints that we were hearing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just making it exclusive. Y'all think this is a game? Just making it exclusive ain't enough.
Oh, just making it exclusive ain't enough, Marlon. So that's why they're putting the games on other platforms. So you're making it sound like it's a bad thing, but ain't you was just saying about your own game right here, Stellar Blade? Your Stellar Blade selling on your PS5 console exclusive ain't enough. It's unsustainable. You gotta go multi-platform. And you're saying that, oh, like they're excited to whatever. They just like Marlon. This is the hypocrite that we're talking about here. You see the hypocrite? You see how you said one side of his mouth a whole different tune in the story, and then the other side over here, he's just giving it straight. Like, it's crazy.
This little bluey this little Bluey game on her iPad, and every 5 seconds, all I can hear is. So this is some of y'all.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, this looks good. I need to play this. You know what I'm saying? And chances are, you have so many games that you can play. You're not gonna get through every single games that is in the freaking service, right? Because you're scrolling up past. So don't you expect developers to get excited putting their games on PS, because it's gonna sell and they're gonna make way more money than having it on Xbox, because everything is centered around Game Pass. This is what I told you guys from the get-go, from the very beginning. Jim Ryan said it. A lot of people, you know, was upset with Jim Ryan when he was saying what he was saying, but it's the freaking truth. It is the truth. Why you think Sony don't do that? You see what I'm saying? Because it stifles your freaking game. You know what I mean? Because most people, they sit there and they play your game, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe an hour. You know, people have short retention span, you know, attention span and stuff like that. They sit there and play a game maybe an hour or less, put the controller down, or they skip to another. There's so many freaking games. Like I said, if it ain't AAA, if it ain't big block budget, good quality game, nobody cares. Nobody freaking cares about you and your game. Nobody cares. So if I was somebody that works for Xbox, you doggone right. You doggone right. Yo, let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's put that mug. Let's put this mug on PlayStation 5. Look at Forza Horizon 5. Look at Indiana Jones. Look at all these games. Combat Evolved. Look at all these games that's fixing to come to PlayStation. It's going to sell like crazy. It's going to sell like crazy. It's going to sell.
And it's going to sell better than PlayStation first party games, because look at this. What you were saying about, you know, exclusive and how it's blah, blah, blah. Go ahead.
Not everybody is buying the freaking games. All these is either people are being fake. I don't freaking know.
Oh, it seems like PlayStation, you know, player base over there is being fake over there. But that Dreamcast guy telling us, like, you know, we don't buy our games, we don't play our games, huh? Let's hear the record again.
That people always get pissed when I say it. Xbox gamers do not buy games. There's always some guy in the comments going, I'm an Xbox gamer and I've bought 12 games. Okay, you are an extremely tiny group.
Oh, well, that's not what Marlon is saying over here. It sounds like Marlon is saying, yo, man, somebody's being not legitimately fake over here. Let's hear it.
But it's not on Xbox. So, now you're down to one console. Look at Final Fantasy 16. Look what happened to that. Yeah, I think this is a joke. It's not a joke. Look at Rebirth.
It is a
Look
joke.
at those sales numbers. Look at all the complaints that we were hearing. Huh? Just making it exclusive. Y'all think this is a game. Just making it exclusive ain't enough. Not everybody is buying the freaking games. All these is either people are being fake. I don't freaking know. And
so basically, nobody's not really buying games on the PlayStation 5 platform. I thought it was Xbox, but it's clearly y'all guys. but let's hear it.
Even more. What? Are you crazy? Bro, let my dreams would have come true years ago. Told you, I used to create cartoons for a living.
All right, he's gonna start glazing into some shit. I don't want to hear his little past bullshit, glazing bullshit. Let's go get back to this one.
And most people that was supposedly so hyped for Stellar Blade and gonna buy Stellar Blade, they sit there and be fake about it. Oh yeah, I'm getting Stellar Yams. I'm gonna get Stellar Blade, and they still you check they friend list and they ain't even playing the freaking game.
No, they're not even playing the game. But we already know. But he said, oh, these games doesn't sell well. It didn't do well. They made bank off of this. They made bank off of that. They made bank off of this game right here. Yeah, Xbox made a lot of bank off of your platform. You know who doesn't make bank? Oh yeah, this game right here, this game over here. They're not even playing the game. He even just said it. He's like, oh yeah, they don't even, they check the friend list. They don't even play in the games because you know what they're playing? Oh wait, let's go down to the list. There's an Xbox game right here. NBA 2K26, Fortnite, FC 26, Call of Duty, Madden 26, Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Roblox, Grand Theft Auto 5, Marvel's Rivals, College Football 26, Minecraft. Man, we just went halfway through this motherfucking page, and I can see a whole Xbox game right here, Xbox game right over here, Arc Raiders. Where's all the PlayStation titles supposed to be on this top chart? Oh wait, nah, this poor little Ghost of Yote is getting outbeat and outsmoked by the where the winds meet. That's fucking crazy. But you know, Xbox does so well. Xbox does so well. Yeah, this one did 30 million and just made another 10 to 20 million. Now they have 50 million. They did well even without PlayStation, and they just sell it just to make money, just to print more money. How's that a bad thing? Ain't PlayStation doing the same thing? Oh yeah, they doing the same thing too. I forgot. Let's check out the list right here. Oh yeah. Look at this. Look, Stellar Yams, Helldivers 2. Right? Lost Soul Aside, that would sell the shit. Let's see how that reviews are for Lost Soul Aside. Oh, mix? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. It's out of mix. Oh, that's not good. Nobody really talking about this game or playing it because this game is a failure on PlayStation 5 console. Because guess what? Where's Lost Soul Aside on that PlayStation list? Where's that game at? That game, where is that at? Oh. This is not on here. Is it on the second page? Not on the second page? What about the third page? Oh, there's Stellar Blade. But where's Lost Soul Aside? Where's that? Is it on the fourth page? Well, there's Oblivion Remastered. Man, where's Lost Soul Aside? There's Final Fantasy. Yeah, there's First Descendant, Shakiro. Is there a Lost Soul Aside around here? There's Power World. Wow, we're on the 6th page and I still don't see Lost Soul Aside? Wow. Man, what about the 7th page? Maybe the 7th page. Lost Soul Aside might show up. Well, there's Ghost of Tsushima. Liza P. Wow, there is none. Wow. I guess that game was a utter fucking failure. Damn, man. We're going through all the way through the 7th page and you couldn't even find it. Oh my god. That's really is embarrassment. That's like a sweep under the rug. That's like, oh, let's just sweep it under the rug. That's all it is. Oh my god.
All they do is just on Twitter. Yeah, dog. Yeah, retweet this, tweet that. Yeah, yeah, retweet. Let me heart this one. Oh, let's see what these dudes talking about on here. They all up on Twitter. Ain't even gaming. Ain't even playing no games whatsoever. Oh, Stellar Yams. Yeah, dog. And you ain't even buying the freaking games. It makes the amount of, I don't like to swear, but the amount of hype for Stellar Blade, I thought I could have sworn that game was going to do at least 5 million copies or at least 10 million. Easy. With all the controversies surrounding this game, when this game, man, it upsets me, man. Man, I'm so upset right now. It's like, it makes
no, don't be upset. Get hype. You're sitting over here acting like, oh, this is a bad thing for Xbox. Man, they're making banko. Tell you one thing, you know what's bad? Is that some of these relationships are not gonna get related. And don't worry, Shift Up is not the only one. Guess who's gonna be going multi-platform too? Oh wait, let's go back. Oh wait, no. Let's go right here. Oh, yeah. This right here, Helldivers Studio, their next game, they're going multi-platform. They're not going to take the Sony PlayStation deal, just like Shift Up did. They're not going to take the Sony PlayStation deal. Guess what they're going to take? They're going to take the Tencent deal. That's what Shift Up is going to do. And their next game that you know, Helldivers 2 is going to do is going to be multi-platform. Multi-platform. Because he just said that the game is unsustainable. It's not selling well. And look at you. Well, Xbox putting it on there because it's not selling. No, they're not. They're selling well. They're just making more money. Starfield did how many copies? 30 million copies? Just on PC and Xbox alone. And then when the game gets ported over there, no matter how much drama, like people were saying, oh, Starfield is bad, Starfield is garbage, Starfield is a waste, Starfield is doesn't blah blah blah. Watch when that game is gonna drop over there on PlayStation, and guess what? People are gonna be picking up, buying it, and playing it. Like it's a brand new system, like it's a brand new game to them. And they're gonna be paying another 10 million copies, 20 million copies, 30 million more copies is gonna sold for that game. But poor little Stellar Yams, you thought they're gonna sell 5 million copies, 10 million copies easy on your PlayStation 5? Well, you thought wrong. The hypocrisy is real. Look at this. Look at this. Hypocrisy.
No sense. The amount of controversy surrounding this game, right? IGN saying this, so-and-so website saying this, oh, the character this, and exposing too much, and Microsoft saying this, and telling developers they need to make sure that their characters are properly clothed, and they have clothes on their body parts because, yeah, this and that. Right? Remember that? All them friggin' controversies? And in the middle of all that, if you check the comments of IGN's article, thousands of people, oh man, IGN just hating. I'm buying the game. I'm gonna buy the game. Right? And Sony has done their job promoting the game, showing it off in state of plays, multiple state of plays at this point, right? Showing it off, and it's like, okay, this PS5 exclusive, whatever your reason is for buying freaking Stellar Blade, I don't know. Maybe you're fascinated by how she looks, by how Stellar looks, by how Eve. These games need to be performing great. These games need to have higher FPSs and higher resolutions and popping off great. I'm so sick and tired of this nonsense. It makes zero sense. And it's very scary because when we go into another generation, bro, do you realize right now for 2024, y'all think this is a joke? Do y'all realize what's happening right now in 2024? 2024 ain't looking too good.
Definitely not looking too good for y'all guys. But let's see what the Glazer has to say over here.
Oh, yeah? All right. But at the same time, why is it that y'all are losing more than you're gaining? You should be winning more than you're losing.
Wait. We are winning more. Look, you guys are losing over there. I mean, look at this. Stellar Blade is gonna go to a multi-platform deal with Tencent. They're not going back to PlayStation and Sony. They're not going back there. But in the meantime, I wouldn't be surprised that, guess what? Oh wait, this Stellar Blade game, not the Stellar Blade game, the Expedition 33 game, that's going to be winning Game of the Year, and they got a good relationship with Xbox and Microsoft. I wouldn't be too surprised that, oh yeah, our next Clear as a Skirt game, Expedition whatever, yeah, we're gonna have it on Game Pass as well as on Xbox, PC, and on PlayStation as well. But it's also on Game Pass too. So if you want to play our next entry game, yeah, we put it on Game Pass, and Microsoft is backing us up with it. Yep, you watch and see. They're gonna have a really good relationship, but not so much with Stellar Yams. I guess Sony just have a really bad taste in their mouth with Stellar Yammies, and they spit it out. They didn't like yams, so they said, "Ugh, I don't like this shit. Let's just slap a couple of things for those PC players. Let's slap a gateway for them before they go play this game. Hey, before you purchase this game, you need a a PlayStation account. And once you get a PlayStation account, guess what? It ain't gonna be selling well on PC across all countries because you need a PlayStation account. And PlayStation accounts is only for certain regions, right? Remember when, that's why you may not remember too well, but Helldivers 2 was region lock on PC. And Sony had to back down because it's stupid, because they're just basically saying, oh, well, in order for you to play Helldivers 2, you need a PlayStation account. Not an Xbox account, you need a PlayStation account. And then what that does was that people in other regions in the world that didn't got no access to PlayStation at all, or a PlayStation account because it's locked out from certain regions, it basically got locked out to basically all regions that are not PlayStation available. So basically all those players, they basically just lost hope and they stopped playing the game until PlayStation said, hold on, we need to do a reverse course. Let's just put the game over to Xbox and hopefully it's going to bring more players. Oh yeah, it really did. It helped them to save their ass. And they also reverse course on having, multiplayer games to be tied down to making a PlayStation account and have to sign into a PlayStation whatever. So stupid, retarded. They want to make money, but they know how to shoot themselves in the foot. But I tell you one thing, Xbox is not shooting themselves in the foot, because this game right here, oh yeah, they made it successful and they're Game of the Year. They got Game of the Year nominations right here. Bro, man, get this bullshit up out of here, Marlon.
Why is Game Pass not already at 100 million subscribers? Why?
Shit, I could be asking the same question about your games. Why is all these games right here that so-called that are so successful, that first party games are so successful? Let's look at that chart that he had right here. That Dreamcastguy was almost baffled by this shit. Let's look at this chart, man.
Even rough napkin math.
Oh, rough napkin math. Look at this shit. Look at the numbers right here. Oh, 4.5 million, 4.2 million. Helldivers 2, not a Sony in-house studio, selling 12.7 million. And last time I checked, it was what? This game was selling 3.3 million? This already did 30 million. This is at 3.3 million. This one only did 1.5 million. And Stellar Blade did worse than Astrobot. That's crazy. Stellar Blade did worse than Astrobot. That is fucking crazy. Explain that to me again, Marlon. It seems like Xbox is doing very well.
Why? From 2017 till now? Why? And you have it's a joke.
Marlon, you're coping, because Marlon, you are the joke. Do you not realize that your games ain't even look.
It ain't looking too good in terms of games when it comes to Sony.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, man. It ain't looking too good when it comes down to Sony, man. You talking about Xbox is a joke, man. He just told, man, Marlon, you just talking to your own self right now, bro. He just said to you, motherfucker, he said, man, Sony PlayStation games is a fucking joke. Shit, man. Yo, talk that shit, Marlon. Talk that shit.
Because you cater
from a year ago.
The fans and you give them what they want. It's a double-edged sword. Because people might sit there and not buy the freaking game. At all whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then turn around and still complain about the game. Well, if it ain't the price, they're going to complain, I don't like the game, it's too hard. Or I don't like it because this and that. Right? Remember that? All them friggin' controversies? Looks, by how Stella looks, by how Eve looks, I don't know.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, only 1 million copies? That's it? Scary, man.
Yeah. Scary.
You know, it's
Scary.
just, that's why I said exclusivity is going to be a thing of the past. This is
Oh shit! Exclusivity is going to be a thing to the past. Look at this. This is Marlon fighting. This is Marlon arguing with his own self with Marlon. This is like two mirrors right here. One from a year ago. This one right now. They're just arguing with each other, saying the most stupidest shit.
why you are seeing right now the playing field shifted, the platform being shifted, the strategy being shifted. This is why. I don't wrong Sony. Do what you need to do and make your money, or else they're gonna go under, bro. That's just the way it is. It's
Or else they're gonna go under. That's the way it is.
You know what I mean? Develop your Xbox devs reportedly happy to put their games on PS. That is not.
Yo, that is so much coping right there, because he knows that bitch. They're making money. They're making money. Ain't just Marlon said, yo, if you don't do this shit, you're gonna go under. Hold on, go rewind that back. Say that again.
You know, it's just that's why
he
I said
didn't hear you too well.
Exclusivity is going to be a thing of the past.
I love it. It is going to be a thing in the past. Of course it is. But Marlon, little coconut head over here in modern times, he doesn't quite understand it too well. It's going to be a thing in the past.
That's not something you want to hear. But look,
What?
it makes sense because Microsoft is their own worst enemy. They decided, hey, look what? We ain't doing no more exclusives no more. We ain't doing no more exclusives no more. Everything is going everywhere.
Yeah, they're making money.
Everything is an Xbox. Oh, Lord. I have something for you guys. I forgot to put in the title today.
Everything
and
is
it
an
shows
Xbox.
you the mind of Microsoft. I'm not joking, bro. I'm not joking. Like, yo, Microsoft is gone, bro.
So what? Microsoft and Xbox is here to stay, and they're making money. But ain't the old Marlon like a year ago said what again? Say that again.
People, oh man, IGN just hating. I'm buying the game. I'm gonna buy the game. Right?
Yeah.
And Sony has done their job promoting the game, showing it off in state of plays, multiple state of plays at this point, right? Showing it off, and it's like, okay, this PS5 exclusive, whatever your reason is for buying freaking Stellar Blade, I don't know. Maybe you're fascinated by how she looks, by how Stellar looks, by how Eve looks. I don't know. But regardless of that, only 1 million copies. That's it. Scary, man. Scary.
Yeah, it is scary.
You know, it's just, that's why I said exclusivity is going to be a thing of the past. This is why you are seeing right now the playing field shifted, the platform being shifted, the strategy being shifted. Wow. This is why. I don't wrong Sony. Do what you need to do and make.
He said, I don't wrong Sony, do what he needs to do. So basically he's saying, I gave you permission to go third party. Go ahead, keep putting those games over to PC and keep porting those games over to where? To Xbox, and keep porting those games over there to Nintendo. Shout out to them. Oh man, this is good shit. This is really good shit, bro. This is the most best shit ever.
Microsoft is going far left. Not even far right, far left. Like, they're going off in the deep end. Like, bro, this is why I try to tell you boys, like, these fanboys, they gotta understand, they gotta wake up and smell the coffee and realize what the heck is going on right now. Microsoft is just like going with the flow. They're going with the wind. They don't care. You see what I'm saying?
How you gonna tell me they don't care? They're making fucking money. You know who doesn't care? Fucking Sony PlayStation. They don't give a fuck. Look at all the cancellation. They don't give a fuck. Look at all the money that they spent on this. They don't give a fuck. You think if they cared, they would have been saying, oh, let's buy Ready at Dawn. They did God of War. They did Dexter. That's a PlayStation title game. They did God of War Chain of Olympics. They did God of War Ghost of Spartan. God of War Origin Collection. They did all of these games. They did the Order 1886 that was on the PlayStation 4. This studio earns more than enough credit to be brought and purchased by who? Sony PlayStation. And they don't even want to buy them. They don't give a fuck. Sony PlayStation don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just tell you that shit right now. It is crystal clear. But go ahead,
make your money, or else they're gonna go under, bro. That's
or else they're gonna go under. You hear that, Marlon? They're gonna go under if they don't do what they gotta do.
that's just the way it is. It's business. If I was Sony and I was operating a multi-billion-dollar business, I would, you know what? I would do whatever it takes.
Oh, he said he'll do whatever it takes. That means he said, look, this is from a year ago. Oh my God. Yo, this is the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy in this bitch. Do you not hear the hypocrisy? Oh my God. Oh my God. He said he'll do whatever it takes, but then there's a bad thing that Xbox is doing it. Oh, they're going far left. They're going the floor. Yeah, they're making fucking money. Come on, man. Let's hear.
Don't freaking care. Look, every screen is an Xbox. Everything is an Xbox. That's it. That's what we're running with. It's either you're down with us or you're not. Because and even before, and this is the crazy part. This is the crazy part.
Oh no. Why are you doing this fake ass bullshit?
This is the crazy part, right? Even before all of this shenanigans, right? Even before them putting their games on other platforms, the games weren't selling as much, even being exclusive enough for Microsoft. If it was selling enough, then Microsoft would have said, you know what? We're going to keep the games exclusive.
They would have kept the games exclusive.
Was not selling enough.
Oh wait, they tried. Wait. It's not selling enough. Wait. They tried that with PlayStation. Tried that with Stellar Blade. Oh, it didn't sell enough. And now they're going with Tencent for a multi-platform game. Oh, it seems like. Oh, but wait. But this is Helldivers 2. It's an exclusive for PlayStation, and they putting it on PC, and it's selling this many numbers more than their own, PlayStation studio title games that's on PC, right? They was selling a hell of a lot more than that, but it was on where? Oh wait, that was on Xbox. Helldivers 2, and what did she said? Oh, it was selling extremely well. Also, it increased engagement, and also for existing PS5 and PC players, this resulted in significant increase in sales. Okay, come on. Oh, Marlon, go talk that shit to him.
Because fan loyalty means nothing.
Ooh.
That's what that shows me. It means nothing. Brand loyalty and fan loyalty means nothing. Because you cater to the fans and you give them what they want. It's a double-edged sword. Because people might sit there and not buy the freaking game at all whatsoever, and then turn around and still complain about the game. Well, if it ain't the price, they're going to complain, I don't like the game, it's too hard, or I don't like it because whatever the case may be. Now, performance is a different story. Now, if the game is just garbage, the story ain't great, and frame rate is trash or whatever, I understand that. Go ahead and raise your voices and let them be heard, right? Because that's bullcrap. We're spending $70 on these games. These games need to be A1. These games need to be performing great. These games need to have higher FPSs and higher resolutions and popping off great. I'm so sick and tired of this nonsense. It makes zero sense. And it's very scary because when we go into another generation, bro, do you realize right now for 2024, y'all think this is a joke? Do y'all realize what's happening right now in 2024? 2024 ain't looking too good.
Oh my God.
It ain't looking too good in terms of games when it comes to Sony.
Oh, it ain't looking too good with games that coming down to Sony. Oh, wait, what you were saying?
Not enough for them to say, you know what? Let's make it exclusive. Let's keep on doing exclusivity.
They're not doing that shit because guess what? If that was the case, then whatchamacallit? Well, that game, this game right here wouldn't be making it to right here, which is Game of the Nominations, because it was selling across on all platforms. And guess who didn't make the Game of the Year award cut from last year? Oh yeah, that was what game again from Sony? Oh yeah, that was Stellar Blade. Only 1 million copies. Whoopee whoopee whoop. You know, Shifter wanted to be at the Game of the Year awards, right? They want to be there too, but they didn't make the cut. All thanks to those PlayStation fanboys over there that didn't buy the games and didn't play it because guess what they're playing? Oh yeah, they're playing third-party games. Look at all the third-party games that they're playing. They said, fuck Stellar Blade. What Stellar Blade is? I don't know what the fuck is that game, but it's a Sony quality exclusive. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Look at this, man. Marlon is spitting. Marlon is talking shit against with Marlon. This is crazy.
Nope.
This is Marlon
Not
on Marlon
working.
crying.
So therefore, let's become the Walmart of gaming. Let's be everywhere. Let's carry every game, everything that we can. We need to buy up everything that we possibly can. You understand what I'm saying? And Call of Duty did not save Microsoft. It did not save them. Because look at Black Ops 7. Right now in Japan.
Look, I can say as you will about Black Ops 7. We're going to get to that part. But, right, as much as the game I know is pretty much trash, but you know, right here, still on the top chart. Still on the top chart. Look at this. All the games. NBA 2K26, Fortnite, FC26, and guess who? Black Ops 7. It was Black Ops 6 last year. It's Black Ops 7. Right? And don't worry. We got competition because Black Ops 6 is Battlefield 6 is right down here too. So we got competition. And don't forget Arc Raiders as well. Right? So, but again, these are the top ones right here. You know? Right?
UK, in general, didn't really move the needle as much. So Call of Duty can't even save them. Nothing can save them in terms of like, you know, allowing them to see this huge surge in growth on Game Pass.
It sounds like a lot of coping because like I don't think nobody was sitting here saying, "Oh, Call of Duty's gonna save them." When does Microsoft need saving? They already got a whole bunch of fucking studios right here that can easily make and most of these studios can do 30-40 million copies. Forza Horizon 6 alone is going to sell 30, 40, 50 million copies easily. That's not going to be a problem. They're going to make their fucking money off of that game. Same thing for Elder Scrolls 6. That's why they brought Bethesda. Elder Scrolls 6. Guess how many copies it's going to sell? 30, 40, 50 million copies. When that game drops. Whenever it does drop. We already see Starfield. Already did 30 million copies. Oh, but the game is bad. It's terrible, right? They always talking shit, right? But guess what? When the game is going to be on your PlayStation 5, guess where it's going to be at? Right here on the top charts. And it's going to sell what? Another 10, 20, 30 million copies again. Come on, man. Stop with this fucking cope right here, bro.
Because
ahead,
the
old
same
Marlon.
people that's sitting there saying,
Talk that
oh
shit.
yeah, you forgot about Phantom Blade Zero. Dog, you're not even going to buy Phantom Blade Zero.
Oh shit, he just said another fucking Sony exclusive. He said, bitch, you ain't gonna buy Phantom Blade Zero. The fuck? Xbox don't even need saving, bitch.
Heck, you didn't even bought Elden Ring. What are you talking about? Oh, you forgot about Phantom Blade. You're not buying it, so stop. Stop the cap.
Oh shit. He said,
Marlon, you forgot about Astrobot. Stop the cap.
oh shit, he said stop the cap. He said fuck Astrobot. He said you ain't gonna buy that shit. Stop the cap, Marlon. Stop the cap.
They're still losing. So it's like, bro, they can afford to lose. Sony cannot. Nintendo cannot.
Oh wait. So wait, they can afford to lose, but Sony and PlayStation cannot. Yeah. And you talk. Why are you talking bad? What is this? You talking shit? You talking nothing? Look at you, Marlon over here. This old Marlon from last year is dogging on you, bro. Wait. Say that part again, bro. Say that part again.
You know, frame rate is trash. Never bought Elden Ring. What do you into another generation, bro? Do you realize right now, for 2024, y'all think this is a joke? Do y'all realize what's happening right now in 2024? 2024 ain't looking too good. It ain't looking too good in terms of games when it comes to Sony.
It still ain't looking good in 2025 though.
Because the same people that's sitting there saying, oh yeah, you forgot about Phantom Blade Zero. Dog, you're not even gonna buy Phantom Blade Zero. Heck, you didn't even bought Elden Ring. What are you talking about? Oh, you forgot about Phantom Blade. You're not buying it. So stop the cap.
Stop the cap, Marlon.
Marlon, you forgot about Astrobot. Stop the cap. You are not buying Astrobot. Didn't you just said that it's too kiddie for you? So you counting Astrobot and you're counting Phantom Blade. You're not buying those games.
You're not buying those games.
The games that
PlayStation ain't buying those games.
you want to see is Spider-Man 2 DLC and Venom and Ghost 2 and those type of games and Death Stranding 2. That's it. That's all you care about. So don't sit here and pump up no Phantom Blade doggone Zero and pump up no Phantom Blade to the highest extent, knowing doggone well you ain't gonna buy it. So stop the cap.
Oh shit, that means PlayStation gamers don't buy games. God damn, bro. Yo, man, Marlon from last year is literally smoking Marlon right now. He says stop the cap. You see how he's look? He's like, bitch. Bitch, Marlon in the future, stop the cap. You ain't buying those fucking games. He looking greasy over here. He's like, what fun, nigga? Yo, what are you talking about, dog? I buy my games. Xbox don't buy no game. No, he said, yo, man, just stop the cap. You ain't buying no fucking PlayStation game on that bitch. Yo, old Marlon from last year is grilling this new Marlon right now. Oh my god.
Cap, man. I'm tired of the cap. And on top of that,
oh shit.
You know, Astrobot, yeah, dog, yeah, Astrobot, yeah. You're not buying the game. You're not buying it, so stop.
You're not buying the game. Stop.
Listen, man. Listen.
Oh man.
You see, like, I'm not rich at all.
Oh, wait. Stop lying. You know you're rich because you can see there's a 4080 behind you and all this shit. Look at all the shit that he just upgraded this year, nigga. PS5 Pro, PC. He still got the Xbox ROG Ally, Xbox. He got Ghost of Tsushima right there. He got a PlayStation God of War 1 remaster, Nintendo Switch. Yo, man, he's rich. He got some money. He got a TV in the background. He upgraded. Nigga, you know you lying. Why are you lying?
Games, from time to time, I will get from companies. The rest of the time, it comes out of my pocket. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, it's come out of my pocket. Well, not as much because since I got, Game Pass, I got all of these games right here. All they've taken out of my pocket is $15, but I can download this game right now. Which I am going to play this game. I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to play this game, and I got to play this one, too. I'm going to play both of these games right here. These are pretty good games. But, you see, they added new games and stuff. I'm getting my games. I'm playing Outer Worlds 2, right? You know, stuff like that. They only take $15 out of my pocket. But look at how many games that I have installed. Outer Worlds 2, right? Skyrim, Starfield, right? This one, bro, I got games right here. Forza Horizon 5. Dirt 5, this, man. Bro, I'm Gucci. I got games, nigga. What the fuck? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, bro, we're getting these games.
Final Fantasy 16, I went out and go buy it. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, I got in my truck and I drove straight to GameStop. What did I do? Bought the deluxe edition, the $80.
You should have just got it on
$80
Game
something
Pass.
dollar deluxe edition.
It sounds like he wanted Game Pass so bad. Like, just get Game Pass and you'd be perfectly fine.
Supported the game.
Oh my god.
Elden Ring, what am I doing? Still playing Elden Ring. Almost, you can ask my wife, almost every freaking day. I love Souls games. I'm not the best at Souls game, but I love Souls games. That's why I play them. Demon Souls, Dark Souls, all of that crap. You know what I mean? Elden Ring, all that stuff. And I'm going to buy the DLC. You know, I'm going to support it because I actually like that. The problem is with a lot of people, they get on these freaking hype trains and sit there and, oh yeah, can't wait for this to come out. And then you're not buying the game. You know doggone well you're not going to buy the game. So you're just mimicking what you're seeing happening in the industry right now.
Oh wait, same thing like you, Marlon. Like, you're mimicking the same way how you're mimicking right now to date. Like, oh, you know, like all this hype bullshit. Get hype. And nobody don't believe in your garbage, man. Nobody believe in your garbage, bro. This is like Marlon on Marlon crime right here. This is crazy work. I'm not gonna get any more further because we already dove ourselves way too deep into that. We got to move on to the last couple of things on here, right? Because he was mentioning about Call of Duty, how Call of Duty is bad. Now, that's another thing too. Let me just say this real quick. I know Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is fucking trash, okay? I may be an Xbox fan, not a fanboy, a fan, right? I'm a fan of Xbox, but I'm not a fanboy and be like, yeah, let me go damage control. Black Ops 7 is amazing, right? Even though, right, evidence shows that, yes, is the game is selling? Yes, because it's still on the top chart, right? It still is the best selling on here. If it wasn't the best selling, it would have been way down here. You know, that's when you know, like, okay, it's bad. But if it's up here, then it's selling pretty well. Is it selling as much as they like to sell? Probably not, right? Because Battlefield 6 is right up here, so I'm pretty sure that some of these Call of Duty players are playing more Battlefield 6 than this game, like, for the most part. Maybe a little bit under, a little bit over, it doesn't matter, but they're playing mostly this game, like, and it's right up here. So take it for what you will. But again, as for me personally, right, I know Xbox is not perfect. They still got L's and shit like that, right? Totally understand, right? And I get it, right? So for here, I'm just gonna make it clear for everyone. Black Ops 7 is fucking trash in my eyes. I didn't download the game. I don't care about the game. That game is garbo. Okay? It's trasho. I will play Battlefield 6 and I'm perfectly fine with that. I can skip Call of Duty. Okay? I know it's trash. Okay? You don't have to tell me here's why. You don't have to tell me here's why. I already know it's trash. I already seen the gameplay. I've seen what it looks like. It's trash. It's garbage. I can care less. I don't care whether the game is selling super well. For me, I'm doing myself a favor. I'm not picking up this game. I'm not playing it. I don't give a fuck whether my friend at the job say, oh, it's not bad, it's really good. Fuck you. I'm not playing this game. I'm not paying another this price. I'm not downloading the game off of Game Pass. Even if it was for free, I'm not paying for it or playing it. It's boring, it's trash, and it's garbo. Okay? Leave it as that. I know how to buy my games. You know how I buy my games? Skipping this game, I got Battlefield 6. I paid for Battlefield 6 full price, and I'm going to stick with it. And I'm having a good time with the fucking game. I have no problems. I played the whole thing of the campaign. I'm replaying the campaign again, and I'm playing multiplayer. I am perfectly fucking fine with Battlefield 6 over Call of Duty. Okay? I know what type of gamer I am. I'm not like some bullshit ass gamer, bro. It's getting ridiculous. But yeah, like, of course it's fucking trash right there, right? I already know that. And so we're moving on to here that, again, Xbox prices might be going up again. Xbox Series S and X could be going up in prices due to the potential RAM shortages, it claims. And it's also even PS6, the next PS6 or the next consoles will be going up as well due to these RAM shortages that's going on. Now, I hear that a lot of people, like, again, the Dreamcastguy, the usual suspects, Marlon Gaming, right, blaming that, oh, well, Xbox with their AI stuff is only just Xbox's, buying up stuff and doing stuff. No. PlayStation is also doing the same fucking thing. Remember, okay? These companies out here are trying to jump onto the bandwagon, okay? They trying to get money however way that they possibly going to get. You don't think Sony is watching and seeing the AI stuff that's going on around here? You don't think they're not investing in shit? Of course they are going to fucking invest in AI. They don't want to get left behind Microsoft. They don't want to get left behind by all of these other companies like Apple, Samsung, right? All of these other companies. Of course they're going to start investing in their shit into AI as well. You may not hear it all that much, but let me tell you something. They are a contributing factor into the RAM shortages as well. So don't just sit there and say, well, it's just only Xbox, okay? It's only Microsoft. It's not just them. They're not the only one. There's Apple, Samsung. We're talking about fucking Sony as well. Don't think for a minute they're not going to do it. They are doing it. They brought some of the RAM for the prices right now because they got their shit on sale, right? Their shit is on sale right now and they selling their PS5, but they've been buying it ahead of time because they even see the writing on the wall too, and they brought it up as much as they can. But they're going to be just as much affected by this when they come down to their next PS6 as well. So this one is affected, this one is affected, and we already know Steam is going to get affected as well. They're not the only ones that's not going to be affected. They are going to get affected too, especially this one right here, their Steam decks, and this one right here. These all might get affected by the RAM shortages. So they're not the only ones in town. Okay? Like, again, I'm not defending a corporation. I'm just being more realistic here that all of them are affected by this. Okay? And all those prices might be going up, whether it's this console right now or their next console coming up. It will be affected by this. Everybody's going to be feeling it. We're already feeling it right now. So I just want to make sure it's clear, like, oh, well, it's just only Xbox because of their AI. It's also Sony too. It's also contributing into that factor too. And let's not forget, Sony doesn't just do console gaming. You know what they also do? They also do cameras, right? They also make cameras, 4K, 8K cameras for what? Movies, productions, and shit like that. Sony sells cameras. What do you think? How they're gonna keep selling their cameras? Of course, what are they gonna do? They're gonna say, oh, let's take this little software, let's put some AI to it, and we're gonna call it the Sony X384 AI camera. Brand new. Great for taking photography. Has all this AI feature. You know they're gonna fucking do that shit. You know damn well they're gonna do that. They probably gonna do it for even their fucking whatever their audio stuff, their speakers and stuff, and they're also their earbuds. They might say, look, we got these Sony Hemfires earbuds AI. They're gonna say some shit and put a price tag over it. You know what I'm saying? Don't think for a minute like, oh, well, it's just only Xbox doing it. No, Sony's doing it too, and as well as every other fucking company under the sun is doing it. Samsung, Apple, Tencent. I wouldn't be surprised. Like again, we know who the suspects are. They're all fucking doing it. So they're all getting affected by it. We're getting affected by this too. No matter whatever it is. So we're gonna be prepared for another increase. This is why I went to PC. This is exactly why I went to PC. Because guess what? I already got 64 gigabytes of RAM. I already got my pre-built. I already got my nice Ryzen 9 5900X. I already got a 6800 graphics card. I'm perfectly fine. I don't need to upgrade anytime soon. This PC can carry me all the way through towards all the way towards like the next platform. If I'm on AM4, there's AM5. They can carry me all the way to AM6 for their next platform. This PC can carry me all the way through. I am perfectly fine. I don't need to upgrade anytime soon. I can still play games perfectly fine. Everything is running smoothly. I can still run a YouTube channel smoothly. So this is exactly why I went to PC. But like, again, my advice is like, again, we already seeing the prices going up. It's ridiculous. Like 106, 300. All of these prices are going up. It is fucking ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So, and I think Mez was mentioning that he wants to upgrade to the AM5 platform because he's on AM4 just like me, and he's on like a Ryzen 9 3900, like a Ryzen, I think like a Ryzen the 3000 series, the 39 or 35 3700 X models. And I said, look, I was going back and forth with him, but you know, as much as he wants to go upgrade to the next one, I'm like, shit, with just these RAM prices, I think you should just hold on to your AM4 while you still can. Hold on to that. Upgrade whatever you can on your one that you have right now, because when you go into a whole new platform, it's starting to become really expensive. And I'm thinking, like, for me, right, I wanted to upgrade to the AM5 platform maybe when GTA 6 comes out on PC. But now, not too sure about these RAM shortages, whether they're gonna go back to normal or then some. I might just hold off to it and say maybe I should just ride it out to the next platform, then I'll upgrade. You know, I don't know. That's what I might have to do. But it's getting really ridiculous. Like $330. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not paying for that shit. That is crazy. $300 for this, crazy. This is still crazy. I would pay like $100 and something for it, not like 156. Come on, shit, man. You know, if any advice that I'm gonna tell you right now, right? I think it's about time you either should get yourself thinking about getting yourself a PC while you still can. While this year is about to end to 2025. You need to grab yourself a PC, whether it's a pre-built PC like these right here, whatever you can on Black Friday or those Christmas sales. You need to start getting yourself invested into a PC right now, because it's only going to get worse. So, like, again, I think it's time to start investing into PC. Like, again, I've been invested in PC a long time ago, and I made each upgrade a meaningful upgrade. So now I'm at the point where I don't even need to upgrade any more on that system. I can ride that out all the way towards the next platform. I'm pretty much good. I am Gucci. Everything is running cool. Everything is running smooth. I'm Gucci. But my advice, I don't know, about with these console prices are going up, because like, again, each and every one of those are affected. PS6 is going to get affected by it. Don't sit there and say, oh, they're not going to get affected by this. They will. Next generation is going to start from 2026, 2027, 2028. What are they going to do? What these RAM shortages are going on right now. And it's like, again, it's PlayStation, Xbox, and also the Steam machine. Right? You know, so like, again, my personal advice is either get yourself a PC or build a PC. Or get a Steam machine while you can. Fuck is sell whatever you can. If you got your old PlayStation 5s, sell that bitch. Sell that bitch and go get yourself a fucking Steam machine if you can. I'm telling you, PC is the fucking future. We seen it right here. Look at this. Look at this. This is how you know PC is the future. These platforms right here is going to get left behind. Don't think Nintendo is no better either. Nintendo got grown-ass people, but you don't see kids are going up there buying these fucking, oh, daddy, I want to buy the Nintendo Switch 2. They're not doing that. They're picking up phones and tablets. Phones and tablets. They are playing more games on their phones and tablets. These kids are playing more games on their phones and tablets in 2025 in this generation. Do you think they're picking up a fucking gaming system like a Nintendo Switch 2? Fuck no. And most of them, if they have a Switch, they're still playing on their fucking Switch. I'm telling you, these platforms and these console platforms are getting left behind. PC is the way to go. You can see it right here. The numbers and the data charts don't lie. PC is the way to go. So in next generation, when these new console comes up, like I said, I'm going to tell everybody this advice. You better look at your devices all around your fucking house and say, is it really worth keeping this shit? Or do I just want to get rid of it and get me a PC where I can just play my games, I get my free online, and I can just do whatever the fuck I want to do? Or do I want to be stuck and be haggled by these Xbox and PS5 and fucking Nintendo being haggled down by their subscription services, or their you gotta pay to play online, or I should just get it for free where I don't have to pay for online. If I want to play Battlefield 6, I pay for the game, I start the game up, I put my controller in there, and I'm playing the game. I don't need to pay for online. Or do you want to pay for online on consoles? The choice is up to you. But personally, for me, let me tell you something right now. I'm not paying for online. I did that shit way back on Xbox One generation. I said after that, I'm going on to PC. And I've been saving a lot of fucking money. I can record my games, play my games, edit my fucking game. I could do a lot of shit. I could mod my shit. I could do a lot of shit. Why would I want to get it on these platforms, on these console platforms? Right? Why would I want to suffer? I don't want to suffer. I'm tired of suffering. The only way that I can sit there and say, for if you really want to stick to consoles, the only thing I can tell you is better get that next Xbox console. Because that next Xbox console is going to be a PC hybrid. Anything that gives you freedom, you need to get that, because that's going to last you for quite some time. Anything that's going to lock you down into an ecosystem, you're not going to have fun. Okay? You're not going to have fun. I'm telling you right now. You're not. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I have a PC and I will never go back to a console. It is no point of getting me a console. It really is no fucking point. I'm telling you. So if they're going to do their next console, next generation one, is going to be a PC hybrid, I say you should hop on to that. Like, for sure. Or get the Steam machine. Whichever one want to float your boat. Honestly, I'll get the Steam machine before this one right here. But if you are totally like, I like consoles and shit like that, then your next best bet it'll be this Xbox console, not PlayStation. Because if that's gonna give me a hybrid between PC and a console-like experience, I'd much rather have that than getting me a PlayStation 5 that are gonna be locked down with one storefront. They're not gonna give me, like, come on. It's getting to the point where, like, again, it ain't worth it. And most of these people are only playing third-party games. We're seeing it now. We're seeing it here. We see all these people are playing, PlayStation players are playing third-party games. They're picking up more third-party games than what? PlayStation first-party titles. So it really is a tough one out here. I'll tell you that one. And just to give you like kind of like a hot take here for a minute, because I'm gonna start wrapping this up. I've been on here for way too long. But this is just my own hot take on this. But to be honest with you, consoles in this generations are not consoles anymore. Like all these consoles that we have, like again, Xbox, PlayStation, right? And even on the Nintendo, right? Like current Nintendo, like Switch 1, Switch 2, PS4, PS3 probably, PS3, and Xbox, they're not really consoles anymore. They're not consoles. They're not consoles, they're PCs, to be honest. You know, for me, a console will be something like this. Here, I'll give you a video example, right? Just to show you, right, what I was talking about, right? So this right here is a PlayStation, right? This is the one I used to have. But this used to be just a console. Like, it was literally as simple as, here's the console, here's the thing you plug in, You start the game up and you play it. This was a console back then. That was it. That was literally just was the console. Just that little 10-second video, that was the console. To me, that's a real console. It's just as simple as just putting the cartridge in, putting the disc in, you close it, you start the game up. That's it. That's a console to me. Today, right now, in modern times, these so-called consoles that we got right now are not consoles. They are PCs. And I know it's a hot take, but it's fucking true. Because the reason why it is because that, like, again, we got updates, patches, we gotta download our account, we gotta log into our account, right? If you want to transfer one game to another, you gotta pair this up over the Wi-Fi in the same Wi-Fi network, right? Bluetooth, right? Like, again, consoles today are not consoles at all. Those are PCs. Consoles back then, when they didn't have no internet connection, no nothing, it is literally as simple as just, look, I got a game from Blockbuster, I'm going to put it in my console, it's at home, I put in the disc, turn on the power, and the game is starting. That's it. No Netflix, no online, no patches, no gotta wait for an update, no downloading shit. It's just literally just putting in the disc, it reads it, and it starts up the game. That's it. It was just that simple. And then you just take your controller and start playing the game. That to me is a console. That to me is a console. Okay? And I know a lot of people saying, oh, we got console. PS5 is a console. Xbox is a console. The Series S and X, they are not consoles. Those are PCs. Updates, patches, that is not, it's not as simple as a console. Console back then, to me, was just as simple as just put the disc in, close the lid, and press the power button. It will start the game. That's it. Easy. Those days are long gone. I'm telling you, those days are long gone. That's just my hot take on it. I don't know, whatever you want to say in the comment section down below. You're wrong. You're like, look, I'm just telling it for what it is and how it is and how I'm seeing it. I'm on PC right now currently. My PC is not even a console. It's just a PC. Right? But like, again, like, I could play like games that was on my console, like, yes, but a console used to be just as simple as just put the disc in, start the game up, and that was it. That's a console. That's a console to me. Now, not so much. Not today. Not today's time. It's not as simple as it was back then. You know? You wanted to play backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 2 console? It was simple. It was easy as just, oh, I got my PlayStation 1 disc. I just put it into the PlayStation 2 system, and it will read the disc and start the game up, and I'm playing it. It was that simple. Today on PS5, if you don't check off this box or don't do this, you can't play games offline. So basically, even if you had the disc, and let's say the network was out or something happens, but you still want to play your game, you still can't do shit. Because if you didn't check off this box to play the games offline, it ain't gonna fucking work. You see how that is? You see, back then it was easy, simple. Now, not so much. That's why I said, like, consoles back then was real consoles. These consoles that we have right now, PS4, PS3, PS4, PS5, right? Those are not consoles anymore. Those are PCs. at this point. And it's not just for PlayStation, it's also for Xbox and including Nintendo. Like the modern day Nintendo right now is not the same back then. Nintendo back then was a real console. You put the cartridge in, you turn it on, and the game will just start. That was it. Now with the Nintendo Switch, it's not as simple as like that anymore. Oh yeah, you put cartridges. You gotta put the cartridge in, you gotta wait till it gets a connection, it gotta read the damn thing, and then it will start the game up. If you did something, whatever, they can brick your shit remotely. They can do this remotely. It's not a console anymore. Nintendo Switch is not a console. The Switch 1, the Switch 2, after, I think right after GameCube was the last like console. Because GameCube was just simple as just put the disc in, start the game up, and you was playing it. That was it. That was like their true last one. Then when they went to the Wii, then they got the storefronts right, downloading, updating the game, right? They got all this bullshit. They started adding in all that garbage. You want to watch Netflix, so you got to download this, right? You know, all this bullshit. So, yep. That's just a personal thing for me. But anyway, moving on. We're going to be wrapping this set up. Because I just heard some rumors about 2 Xbox first-party game titles got leaked 2026 release window. And guess what those 2 games are? Forza Horizon 6 and Clockwork Revolution, which is very interesting. And they said that right here, it says it's going to be the first half of 2026 has been targeted and still remains as such. So it seems like probably Forza Horizon 6 is going to release on the first half. I hope so, because I really want to play that game so bad. And again, like I said before, right, tying all these things back. Oh, but you know, poor Marlon said, oh, it doesn't sell well, it doesn't do that well. And again, it's going to sell 30 million copies, 40 million copies easily. I know this game is going to sell better than even Forza Horizon 5, because it's going to take place where? In Japan. Car tuning, car culture, that's where it's always been at. It's my hometown. It's the game that I've been waiting for decades now. And they're going to be doing it. And of course I'm going to be buying it day one. What? Are you stupid? Like, yo, of course. I'm going to be feeling right back at home. It's all good. That game is going to be coming out good. And then guess what? Clockwork Revolution, which is another RPG game that I'm dying to get my hands on. I want to play it. And it looks really, really good. And it looks fun. So I got 2 games that I'm already excited to play and pay for, no problem. I'm definitely going to be paying for Forza Horizon 5. I got to see how Clockwork Revolution will do. And if it's really good, I'll pay for it, just like I'm going to pay for what? Outer Worlds 1. I'm going to pay for Outer Worlds 2 when it goes on sale. And then I'm going to pay for that again for this game right here. Clockwork Revolution, of course. I'm going to definitely pay for Forza Horizon 6. What are we talking about? Just because I got Game Pass, yeah, I got access to play all these games. But guess what? I still buy my fucking games. Which is right over here, right? I'm buying my games. Can't sit there and argue and tell me that I don't buy my fucking games. Of course I do. But of course, you know, like who doesn't buy their games? Oh wait. That was a Marlon, right? Stop the cap, right?
Into another generation, bro. Do you realize right now? The rest of the time, it comes out of my pocket. Strobot. Didn't you just said that it's into another generation? Bro.
Hold on. Let me see if I can
into another
that.
Good. It ain't looking too good in terms of games when it comes to Sony.
Oh, shit.
Because the same people that's sitting there saying, oh, yeah, you forgot about Phantom Blade Zero. Dog, you're not even going to buy Phantom Blade Zero.
Yeah, PlayStation gamers ain't gonna be buying no Phantom Blade Zero, bro. He's right about that.
Heck, you didn't even bought Elden Ring. What are you talking about? Oh, you forgot about Phantom Blade. You're not buying it, so stop. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop.
It's funny how he got more likes in this one. Actually, shit, maybe I should put a like for this one. Holy shit. I should put a like for this one because he's talking that shit to this modern day Marlon. Look at this, 91 likes to 31 likes. God damn. That's some crazy shit, bro. Some crazy glazing over here. But hey, he ain't wrong about that. He ain't wrong about that. That is some crazy ass work, bro. But yeah, so I'm excited for both of these two games. This is a rumor, so I'm taking it with a grain of salt. But however, we already know Forza Horizon 6 is going to make some sale, is going to make bank. So is Clockwork Resolution. That's going to be making some money as well. I can already see it. So there is that. But anyway, I'm going to start wrapping this up. I'm hungry. I want to eat some food. I'm tired. Okay. For real, you know, and enjoy myself for the rest of this night. Okay. So again, you guys, hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it, you know, if you subscribe to my channel, stopping by here. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think, you know, about the you know, with the whole RAM shortages. Are you planning on getting yourself a PC? Are you going to sell some of your systems and stuff and say, you know what, fuck this console generation or next one, I'm going to go on PC? Or are you going to stick with console, but you're going to be switching it up? Maybe you're going to get an Xbox that is a console PC hybrid, you know, right? Just like the Xbox ROG Ally X and S, right? You know, like, are you looking into more towards that? Are you getting yourself into the future? Or are you just really going to be stuck on that PlayStation 5? You know, just locked down. You know, these are the games that they're going to offer and that's it. And you're just going to play a lot of third-party games. Like, you know, which one are you planning on doing? You know, shit, man. And like, again, like, what are we doing here, man? Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think and your thoughts, and share them. I really do appreciate it. I do read them and stuff, and I do like it and stuff like that. But until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.